Hello and welcome to 100% on time. I don't know what you're talking about. Republic City by Night.
Look, we're on
Uh,
time if we say we're on time.
good point. Good point. Welcome to season 2, episode 2. 22222.
So many twos.
Um,
Put some zeros in between. Yeah, there you go.
To the tango.
Perfect. So, I am excited to get to this. You may see some new character names and some new character art. And that's going to be updated again in just a moment. But yeah, we should probably get to it. See?
Yeah. Alrighty. Yeah. Let's get to it. I will do the intro, our Shiro Shinobi intro, which we missed last time, mostly because we were all trying to catch up and remember what we were doing. But last time on Republic City by Night, Havoc and Harmony, our two detective benders, found themselves in a hot spot of hot water when they busted in the Harmony Restoration Movement's hideout and find it full of earthbenders and a rock garden. Fortunately, X did some quick sand bending to blind some of the muscle, allowing Azumi to knock them out with their signature firebending. However, she also lit the building on fire, which is totally fine. Definitely not a devil's bargain. The leaders escaped, but Anzu and Torch are already waiting for them with a tripwire trap and a Tetsubo. After some masterful intimidation from Torch and some clutch earthbending from X, who stayed behind to clean up, the gang got the entire movement arrested. Say goodbye to one of Kyoshi Town's troublemakers. Well done. Well done. Anzu broke off to channel spirits during the full moon and once sent her on a spirit quest, and now she is gone to be replaced, which we'll get to in a second. Izumi was strong-armed taking her friend Goro to dinner at her family's house. Her mother insisted that she lay low and take care of her family for a time. X distressed by gambling over Pai Sho met a new friend, Shino. Casca did some work on getting themselves a clean ID as a banker. Izumi and Casca also did some training at the Discord school. Detectives were excited to give the turf that belonged to the Harmony Restoration Movement back to the people of Kyoshi Town. Also, Loud Dog. Hello. Rogong, a professional bender of the Roku Heights Rhino Hounds, had given an interview in which he said, obviously, the Jidao detectives ought to be taking on the triads rather than all this small-time stuff with the Harmony Restoration Movement. How dare they? How dare they do their jobs? Who knows? With Anzu and Izumi missing, the gang was looking for some help. Enter Anna, friend of their assistant, Yuki, a student and an inventor, looking for some college credit by interning with the detectives. Also, a mover star, Yuki Itak, shown up, seeing detectives for mysterious reasons. And so, we have one thing to figure out before we get to Yuki and Torch. And that's, what advance are y'all taking if you're going to take one?
We should take one.
This is the best part. This is where we get to cash out.
So where's the list?
Open up the Jidao detectives.
Yeah.
And then we can take one of the special abilities or 2 boxes under crew upgrades.
Mm-hmm. Or you can take a veteran special ability, so a special ability from another crew playbook.
Yeah, but that's going to take a long time to look through.
Yeah, the crew playbooks.
I advise let's not do that this time.
So unless you have like a flavor of something that you want, because y'all have taken 2 from other playbooks. Forged by the Elements is from Tufts, and In for a Penny is from Ideologues. So unless you have a flavor of like, I want something that's from the Revolutionaries or from the Tufts or from Smugglers, which is runners, or from dealers, then yeah, just stick with the things we have for our gumshoes.
Well,
that's some good gumshoes.
As a suggestion, since a lot of us like to get stressed out, and therefore don't have actions to take on downtime, on the trail would provide us with a second additional downtime other than Casca's additional downtime action.
To work on a long-term project, acquire an asset, or to pursue a case, though.
To work on long-term projects or acquire assets to pursue cases.
Yeah, sorry, that. So we can only use it on those 2 things.
Right, but we haven't been able to do any of those things because we've been spending all of our downtime actions recovering.
Yes,
and so this kind of opens that up.
We are very stressful beings.
And Brooks, you had your hand up. You had something to add?
Well, as far as flavor, what I was thinking was kind of along the lines of what Casca was suggested. anything that can get us an extra downtime action, so we could cool down ourselves as we are very rioty, would be pleasurable.
Well,
so that would give us a total of 2 extra downtime actions as a crew. Yes. We're also going to be getting +2 coin for every successful investigation we do, which we can also spend on downtime actions.
That is true. That is true. So the other choice is to get 2 of these boxes, right? Like under layer and
2
training.
of these. Yep. Or get a cohort, or upgrade a cohort.
Or like, say, give our friend Yuki her bachelor degree so she can have more free time with us.
You can't get rid of flaws with cohorts. You can give them additional types, which will give them additional dice on different actions, basically.
How much have we really utilized her to justify that?
Well,
Not much. She's shown up and saved your asses once, but that's about it.
I would definitely say that the nature of long-term projects would mean that theoretically you could use them to get rid of a flaw of a cohort.
Yes, yeah.
But that would not be an upgrade thing. Exactly.
No. Flaws and edges are generally a thing of, like, it's a fictional thing / you do it through long-term projects.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
We could also bank them.
Yes.
And then we could, like, if we want to increase our availability to take stress, we could try to gun for determined.
Determined. Explain that real quick.
That gives us all an extra stress box.
That could definitely be useful. And as Kai pointed out earlier, we tend to stress out a lot. And one more stress box could definitely mean the difference between taking a trauma and not. So
there has yet to been a game where we all have not accumulated at least 4 stresses. So I'm down for that.
My suggestion is to put 1 in determined and 1 in workshop, since we now have an inventor, and
that's true.
Cool.
Since we can't get determined right away, if we put 1 towards it now and then use the other to get a workshop, the workshop could be in that same
in the branch office
building. Yeah, the branch office. Exactly.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
Exactly.
Let's
Where's our branch office again?
Kyoshu Town.
Oh, so okay, so we determined we're finally now in the place where we spend 99% of our time.
Right.
Now
exactly.
we have offices in both places now. Now we have 1 in Tiger Ward and we have 1 in Kyoshu Town.
Mm-hmm.
The people in Tiger Ward are probably just confused. It's like, where are our detectives that were?
Hey, you gotta bring us more cases.
Yeah, that's a thing they'll be doing soon, because they still have room 623 to deal with. But yeah, workshop and putting a point into determined. I'm down with that.
Yeah, let's do it. I will go and click those.
I 3rd or 4th. Yeah. 4th.
All right.
That.
I gotta check what workshop actually does as an upgrade, because that's a blades one.
Who's our inventor that we have now?
Anna.
Oh, hi, Z's.
And if I ever bring in my brother,
the nut.
Yeah.
Hi, Z's again.
Workshop. You may accomplish long-term projects with these assets without leaving your lair. Okay. So it's just like fictional. Cool. But it's good. Good to know. Alrighty. You don't have to go and acquire a workshop or whatever. So we left off on Yuki and Torch in the in Nijong's.
I think we had just come upstairs into the
office. To meet everybody. Okay. Mm-hmm. So I think we get the classic private investigator client thing, because I think you sat behind the desk with the nice chair.
Actually, I think Anna's in the chair.
Oh, right.
I gave Anna the chair.
So and you were explaining to X, right?
Yeah.
So I think we had just walked in the door.
Yeah.
When we ended.
Yeah, and Anna was finishing explaining some device she had made, the fidget device she'd made, and X was just like, I don't know what's going on here, but it sounds really cool.
It sounds cool as heck. I'm just vibing.
Yeah, exactly. So, Torch, your companions, well, one of your companions and your new intern? You're not really clear on this relationship here. Yuki brought her in. Are here, and X is being enraptured by your new intern.
Yeah.
Casca, this one is super smart.
I'm glad to know that. X, I believe we have a client.
Oh, I like stand up and like dust some sand off me.
I do
X.
the thing where I tip down my sunglasses and look at X over the rim of my sunglasses.
And Anna is sitting in the good chair, right? And she's got this little fidget device that's like one of those like 5-in-1 fidget things with like a clicker and some buttons and a slidey thing. And she looks up from under her pageboy hat and she sees who it is, and then she kind of like stands up and like hides the thing in one of her pockets, and she has so many pockets. And she's like, "Oh, Miss Etok, I never would have expected to see you here."
Oh, y'all know each other?
And then like Anna is like,
yep.
Little quirk of the eyebrow, like, okay, wait, you don't know me?
I'm like looking over at Casca, just confused, and like,
I'm trying, like, I had this long conversation with you with my eyes, like, it's obviously bothering her that we don't know her, so get with the program and, you know, be nice about it.
I pick up on like 20% of that and just step back.
I think there's just this moment of I'm just like looking around this room. I'm clearly out of place here. I'm clearly not super impressed. Like I was expecting more, and now I'm just in this old switchboard room that's been repurposed.
Right.
And I walk up to the desk. I've had a newspaper underneath my arm, and I set it down on the desk. I just kind of toss it there, and it's the front page story where basically detectives from Tiger Ward put away Harmony Restoration or something like that.
Yeah, exactly. There's a story, big story there from the Republic Reporter, just being like, extremist movement put away by intrepid Tiger Ward detectives.
Is our picture on there? Like, is that us on the picture?
Yeah. There's there is a picture where you were talking to the main picture. There is actually a couple of you had been talking to the cops, and there was a photographer who was there. So it shows and then there's a caption underneath that's like the GDAO detectives cooperating with officers of the Republic City Police Department to capture the extremist Harmony Restoration movement. And the article talks about, like, if you read through the article, which this is a later thing, but obviously Yuki has read through the article. Read through the article, it talks about this grand exploit of the GDAO detectives and how y'all had captured these people single-handedly, and the police were beyond surprised, but were extremely thankful for the help of these local detectives to aid in their investigations and their arrest of these extremist element.
I pick up the newspaper. Casca, it's us.
So I imagine that I was doing everything I could to dodge these photographers.
Yes.
Right? Because there's a complicated past of mine, and I missed one of them, and they caught me.
Yep.
And it's just like, yeah, that's us. Those two people are us.
I kind of let the awkwardness hang for a moment, and then I say, well, that is why I'm here. You've certainly started making a reputation for yourselves, and unfortunately, I need good detectives.
I think you have made the correct choice in coming to us. What can we do for you?
Rather than sit in the chair, because Anna's dirty and now I don't want to sit in it.
I got out of the chair.
Damn!
She's filthy and I don't want to get soot or whatever on my skirt, so I just kind of end up leaning up on the desk and like cross my legs.
Snap.
this gremlin over here. You don't want to. You want to get
no. I don't want to touch anything she's touched.
Go ahead.
How long ago do we think it was, Saint?
Not long ago. Like, this is you went to the cops already, and they were like, "Sorry, ma'am, we can't do anything about this." So it's got to be like 2-3 days.
2
like
days,
it has,
yeah.
2 days. Yeah, it's not been long.
2 days ago, my uptown apartment was burgled.
I'm so sorry to hear that. What?
Yeah.
You must. I mean, I can't imagine the violation that you must be feeling. What happened?
I came home late that evening, and the place had been completely turned over. Multiple things were missing. I have a list here, and I just set that on top of the paper.
Ooh, a note. I don't say that out loud. It's just like
mental.
You're
mental.
like, oh, it's an organized person. What the heck? So I pull out. I think I have like a little handbag, and I open my handbag and I unfold like a list of items that have gone missing. I don't feel like itemizing it right now, so I'll think on that later.
It's not like super important unless you have like specific things, but most of the time it's just like valuables. We'll just make it that.
Basically.
Yeah.
Like jewelry and maybe like some decoration stuff that would be expensive, like anything.
Gifts you got from foreign dignitaries, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. That's like all stuff where it's just like, these are things of value that I would like back. Thank you very much.
Basically. And it's pretty extensive. Like, I got hit hard. Like, if you look at the list, you can see like it's not like just like a petty crime. It's like someone cleared me out of like pretty much everything of value in the apartment.
Anna looks at this long list and is like, Is that why you haven't been by the volcano bathhouse in a little while?
I again do the thing where I like pull my sunglasses down and I look at you like, are you stalking me? Just like an eye squint, like they don't say anything about
I think to add to the fact that you literally got cleared out, one of the things that's on that list is your safe was stolen.
Yeah, the whole safe.
The entire literally the entire safe, not just things from the safe. The safe itself was stolen.
Kafka, are you reading this out like the list of the stuff that was stolen? Or
my god, poor X.
Or you're just reading this?
I feel like you're just getting the facial reactions of X looking through, or of Casca looking through this list, and you're just like, this seems bad, but you don't know what it is.
And like it's long too. Like you may not be able to read, but you're like, oh, that's a long list. There's probably a lot of things on that list.
Oh my goodness.
That's like a year's worth of expenses for us in one list in terms of like value, right?
Yeah.
Expenses, non-tax. That's the only way we could get that stuff.
Yep.
I've already spoken with the police. They said they're looking into it, but they're not sure that they're going to be able to find it. That is not acceptable.
I look at Costco. What else is new?
Our confidence in our police force has been shaken recently, so we are not surprised, but we are still saddened that you are having to deal with that. Do you know of anybody that would want to do this to you? Was there a note left describing the reasons for robbing you, or was this simply everything's been removed?
I think back. What do I remember?
What do you remember? You remember getting there. You remember everything being like removed, and it was very obvious that things have been robbed. Because there's like things that have been thrown on the floor and like that kind of stuff. Like the place has been tossed. Totally. Other than that, I think there is a note left. Because you got to have some sort of more interesting. You have it laid. There was a note left. It was on the back of a receipt for a department store.
Okay.
And it was.
Was it one of my receipts or is it a new receipt?
It's not one of your receipts.
Okay.
It's a new receipt. And it's and it's written. There is a address written and a time, and it's tomorrow. And basically, it's a meeting place for tomorrow. Basically,
I pull that out and I just hand it to Casca.
Do I recognize the location and description, or?
Yeah, the location is let's see. Let's get where this it's in the industrial sector. It's out in the industrial sector somewhere. You're not completely sure where. The industrial sector's really big.
Right,
so
right.
But you could probably figure it out. Like, you just get like a map out and just be like, okay,
Sure.
It's here.
Yeah, well, we have really good maps. That's one of the things we've established.
Yes, you do. You just like switch one map and you're like, it's there.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But yeah, you have a location for this meeting. It's not like it's a kidnapping and there's a ransom, but like obviously these people want something. So,
Right.
And they've stolen everything from Miss Etok here to get it.
And
they
this
want
was left in,
something,
like,
and it wasn't what they stole. It was something they couldn't steal that either wasn't there or wasn't physical.
Yeah.
So this note was obviously left in a place where I could see it, right? It wasn't like just
Yes.
something they accidentally dropped. It was
Yeah,
like
no,
presented.
It was in a conspicuous place. Like, it was on your coffee table. Like just laying there on your coffee table.
Okay. They left that on my coffee table. They obviously want me to go there.
What could they possibly want to extract from you that they didn't take from your apartment?
I have no idea what they want.
What do you do for a living?
I had an eye conversation with you, X. An eye conversation.
There's just, like, for a moment, just this look of, like, offense passes over my face before I can control it, and then it just, I guess, like, go back to, like, kind of neutral. And I say, I work in the movers industry, ma'am.
Oh,
She works in the movers, X, obviously.
I mean, I've never had the money to go see one, so I'm sorry.
Oh my gosh, you've never seen a mover? Well, you really should go. There's actually really quite fascinating, both the technology and the stories and then she like kind of looks up and is like, this is nothing to do with what we were talking about, and she just kind of shuts up.
I think
genuinely interested in what you were saying. So.
Yeah, I think instead of you shutting up, you get cut off by the door knock. Yeah, there's not gonna. Yeah, it opens. It's Yuki.
A secure layer.
Secure layer.
Come on in.
Come on in.
It's Yuki, and Yuki has a tray, with a few plates on it, and she's hi. And she sees Miss Etok and is just starstruck for a good moment.
At least
and
somebody is. Jeez.
Yeah.
Yuki on Yuki. I am eyeing you. I just don't know. I didn't know who you were. There's a subtle difference.
Yes. The reason we have Miss Etok and Yuki differences, but
right.
Yes, your assistant shows up. Though she's like working at Nijong's right now because she works for her uncle. It's like right after the moment of like, I don't know what to say. It's like, my uncle wanted you to it's for your client, and she puts down the tray in front of you, like on the desk, just like, I'll be back in like 15 minutes. It's just hi, and she just leaves. She's like, this is awkward, I'm gonna
go. Thanks, Yuki.
Anna has like gotten up and like is gonna get one of the bowls and just like start eating it, even though I'm pretty sure that she ate like earlier when she first got here, which would be like an hour ago. She still doesn't matter.
Always
She's
be hungry. Like, it's fine.
It's fine.
We've all had that point in our life where it's just like, yeah, I could eat more noodles. Yeah, I know I ate noodles like 15 minutes ago, but come on, let's
more
noodles.
More noodles.
So I'm curious. We're not necessarily providing like the most competent air.
Nope.
What's going through your mind? Are you still wanting to hire us, or?
I haven't moved to get up, so I'm still like copying my lean on the desk. Like, I'm hoping, I guess, that if this is what you're operating out of and you were still able to do what you did, that maybe your skills outweigh your professionalism is what I'm hoping. So I'm willing to take the gamble, but I think I end up saying, I won't be able to obviously pay you anything unless the items are returned.
I don't think that'll be a problem.
Yeah, you're big famous, so I mean, we can take your word for it. You seem okay.
She laughs at that. She doesn't say anything, but she laughs. I think she's just kind of taken aback, like, oh no, you seem okay, like as if that's the thing that needed to happen.
Right. You've passed our test. The X test. Do you have a place to stay while we investigate this?
My manager's arranged a hotel room.
I see. Well,
however, I'm going to be consulting on this as well.
Blink.
Consulting. If they are people who have hit my place in Uptown, it's possible that we're dealing with people who are not from your usual haunts. And you kind of gesture around Tiger Ward, Kyoshi Town. You may need someone with my influence and connections.
What's she saying?
Welcome to the team, Miss Itak.
I put my hand out to you.
I certainly shake it, yes. With the strength of someone who wields a tetsubo.
I definitely don't have as much grip strength as you.
Okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure my crush on you decided that answer and not any sort of like reasonableness as to the request. So
hey, that's fine as long as I get to be a part of this investigation.
Right.
Hey Anna, you want to come along?
Oh, I get to go on my own adventure. I'm not. Well, Yuki thought that maybe. Well, yes.
You don't know. You can't see it, but Yuki is downstairs being like, "Oh no, what have I done?"
Right. Shiver goes down her spine. She's like, "Something wrong has happened.
Something wrong has happened." Her elite assistant skills come into play.
So, quick question about Anna. So she looks like you're like besides Azumi, I say pretty younger looking, like around her age.
Yeah, she's definitely like 19, 20. But
the baby.
She's not she doesn't like hold herself up like she's definitely got something that's kind of holding her back too, so that also can make her look younger, but yeah,
a complete polar opposite of Azumi. Got it.
Yes, very very much so.
But you can still set things on fire and blow things up,
just very differently.
She's a grease monkey. It's fine.
I will set things on fire and blow things up. BT dubs.
Oh, good. Cool. Awesome.
I don't say that out loud, but yes.
X, could you check on Anzu and Azumi and see if we can find out where they are so we can get this properly started?
I get a stretch in. Sure thing. I'm like looking at the window, getting ready to jump out. It's the fastest exit out of this place.
I mean, you're not wrong.
So by definition, it is.
So I this time, instead of crashing through, I opened the window because I remember our last discussion, and I wish you off.
My jaw's on the floor. Wow.
She's pretty cool.
She's the best. She's the absolute best. at what she does.
You weren't wearing shoes, were you, X?
No, not at all. Almost.
No way. So there's no way.
Yeah, I figured. I figured you like never wear shoes unless you have to. So.
Yeah, only on formal occasions.
I watch you go out the window, and I turn back and say, "Earthbender."
One of the best. Favors sand, as a matter of fact.
My eyebrows lift. I'm like, fascinating.
Well, let's take a look at this list and see if we can find any patterns.
The apartment is still in the state that it was in if you wanted to take a look at that as well. See if there's any clues I missed.
Let's combine those two, and let's head over to your apartment.
Alrighty. Let's make the case clock. I was like, where are my rollable tables? Let's make this, I think this is going to be a 6 clock.
Ooh.
It's a shorter one, and I think you'll understand why soon. But it's starting at 0, obviously, because y'all don't have anything other than this receipt and everything being stolen.
Right.
But yeah, where would you all like to go first? Obviously, X, you're off to try to find Anzu and Azumi, one of whom you will be able to find, the other of whom will be much harder to find.
Well, I'm on a very specific side quest here.
Yeah.
Well, so I did that to make sure that fictionally we knew
that they're gone.
Yeah. And I'm not trying to make X go on a wild.
No.
Maybe also we could say while you're out, look up the shop that's on the back of this receipt and ask them questions.
Yes.
Well, I feel like in history, sending me off on certain hunts, it falls along with the lines of like, all right, sick our bloodhound on them.
Yeah, I think it's the department store thing. Like X is gonna go like, let's write this down. We have the apartment and we have the department store. So we have investigate the apartment, and check out the department store.
I'm like very interested to see what a movie star lives like. So this should be fun.
Yeah, we'll see soon. This is going to be Contrail, and this will be.
I mean, we won't really see what it looks like because everything has been stolen. Literally everything.
Right. No,
this is true.
I mean, there's still furniture, and like the apartment itself is fancy.
Yeah.
No furniture. Nothing. It's all gone.
So X we'll get this out of the way first. Anzu, you have literally no idea where she went because none of you know what she does in her off time. So if you go to if you go to her apartment and you go to her roommate's just like, kind of, I don't know how you're doing.
All right. I'm gonna try a little something here. How good are you at reading?
Anzu?
Her roommate.
Oh. Does she have a roommate?
I don't wait. Actually, I think because it's X who has a roommate.
Yeah, I don't think she has a roommate.
It's either live with your family or live on your own is the other thing. So no, there's no room. There's a if you ask her neighbor, there we go.
There you go.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'd have a neighbor.
On the neighbor's door.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Yeah, an older man opens up, who happens to be home from work. It's just like, yes, like looks up, down, just like, oh wow, you're very large.
Thank you. How good are you at reading?
Excuse me?
Can you read?
Yes. I don't.
I need to borrow your skills for like a few moments. I'm looking for my friend.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Your friend, one of the neighbors here?
Yeah, Anzu, and I just grab his hand and like we go off.
He's just like, oh, okay. Yeah. So you grab him and you steal this man away from his
borrow. We put him back where I found him.
Yeah, so what do you want this man to do?
Okay, I'm gonna find like I'm gonna find like whatever like what looks like the letters like I get from my family. I'm gonna look for letters and see if I can make out because I'm gaining inspiration of my time working with Casca and how they do it. Mm-hmm. It's like, okay, whenever Casca does this kind of stuff,
Oh jeez.
They get letters and they read them. So, sir, can you read these?
Yeah, he just like looks. He's like, sure, yeah, totally.
You read those. I'm gonna look around at other stuff.
Oh, okay.
Doing like my best like Casca impressions. Like
what exactly do you give him to read?
Letters that I found, and see if they have like names like from blank or to Anzu from blank.
Oh, reading Anzu's stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. Yeah, let's have you do a roll here, I guess, to figure out. Yeah, we'll make it a roll because why not?
Kelsa, did X have to break into your place, or was the door unlocked?
I mean, I figure probably it would be locked. Like, I suspect probably it was locked.
You wouldn't tell us about a spare key, I'm guessing, right?
She would not have told you about a spare key, no. So yeah, unless you want to break into her apartment.
Okay, so sir, I didn't get your name. What was
your name? If there could be windows as well, is the other thing.
I look at the old man. Sir, what was your name again?
You did not get his name. I'll give you a name. Where? Okay, I have to remind myself where Anzu lives. Where do you live, Anzu?
I live in Tiger Ward in a small apartment.
Right. You do live in
Tiger Ward. That is 90% hat boxes.
That's right. This guy's name is Oaken.
Oaken. Okay. Yeah. You probably saw us on the paper, but I'm the big one in the paper. I'm from the G-Dow Detectives.
Oh, he's just like, he nods like, oh, right, I recognize you. You were block associations. Yeah, I remember. Yeah. I mean, as Anzu, I haven't seen Anzu past couple of days.
I know, neither have I. So I'm gonna break down the door and I'm hopefully gonna find him.
I was like, let me go find the building manager and maybe we can do it without breaking open the door.
I mean, yeah, I guess we can do that. That works too.
Okay, he's like, okay, just wait here for a minute. I'll find the building manager. He runs off to go find the building manager.
Not as fun, but okay.
But yeah, you get the door open. It's Anzu, if you'd like to describe your apartment.
Yeah, like it's like a studio apartment. It's got like a small like kitchen nook. And I feel like this is the kind of building that does not have personal restrooms. Like there's like one restroom per like level of the building. And so like 90% of the space, it's just a bunch of different hat boxes and hat boxes stacked on hat boxes and a bare mattress on the floor. And then there's like a closet full of her like various pantsuits. But like it's mostly hat boxes, and there's really not much else in that apartment.
X isn't the smartest, but I legit am concerned why boxes here. Not a way a woman should live. This is not safe.
He looks. Oaken looks in. He's just like, oh, that's a bit of a mess, if I'm honest.
Yeah, she likes hats a lot, but we're...
Yeah, you wanted me to read something for you? I mean, I've got dinner to do, but yeah.
You're doing a good deed, my friend. So I find what looks like letters and like hand them to him.
Yeah. He starts going through them. I don't know what Anzu's letters are, and in fact, I don't think it's super important for this. But basically, it'll end up being like, did you write down like I'm going on a journey, or is it just like you left and there's just like a date where there's nothing that's come in?
I mean, there's maybe there's like a calendar with like the full moon circled.
Okay.
That it says something like ceremony or big day or don't forget.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact that it's a full moon is like specifically marked on the calendar as well.
Right.
Like,
so he's just like, I think she went on some sort of to do some sort of ceremony. Like looks at like points to the calendar. There's something important for her here, but obviously she's not home.
Kelsey, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
So obviously you have a lot of hat boxes and hats. Would you say that you purchase your hats and your attire to the detriment of your other responsibilities? Would there be like past due electrical bills in this?
Since it's not my vice, I'm gonna say no.
Okay, right.
Yeah, because otherwise I would have been like, "There's a bunch of bills in the door,"
like
thing, but
like she's kind of obsessed with the hat thing, but not to the detriment of other stuff. Like she just like she could have bought a couch, but instead she bought 2 hats. Those are 2 hats that together value equal to a couch.
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
About Anzu.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's what the answer you get is Anzu's off doing something. Don't know where she went, but she's off.
Oh man. Well, Mr. Okra, thank you again.
You're welcome. It's never mind. Maybe we'll meet again. Like puts out a hand to like shake your hand. It's a little bit like sweaty because he was not expecting any of this, and he ran to the building manager and back.
Yeah. Oh, what are you having for dinner, by the way?
Just some simple stir fry.
I'm like thinking, do I have time?
It's just
nah, I don't got time. Okay, well, bye.
Bye. It's like, yeah. That was weird. He's like, that was weird. Yeah. So you head off. I think you know where Izumi lives. I think that's, or yeah. You can go.
The whole gang knows where Izumi lives.
Yeah. So yeah, you go to Izumi's family's home or apartment. Over in Roku Heights, and the one of Izumi's siblings answers the door when you get there.
Hold on, let me open her sheet. I can tell.
Yeah, please. Yeah, please tell me which sibling it is.
I have so many. We'll say, it is my little sister Riza. She's okay. 8.
Yeah. So Riza answers, and she looks up. It's just like. Do your siblings know the rest of the crew?
Probably not.
Okay.
I don't think they've come over much.
Right. So it looks up and it's just like, "Hi, who are you?"
"Hi, I'm a friend of Izumi's. I'm X."
"Oh, hi. Mom says that Izumi's not allowed outside."
"Okay, not allowed outside. Then can I come inside?"
Yeah, and she shouts down the hallway, "Mom!" and Izumi's mother shows up. God, your mother's name. I have it.
Her name is
down.
Shiko. I have it
Shiko,
all down.
Thank you. Okay. Shiko shows up. Have we ever described Shiko?
We have not.
Would you like to describe what Shiko looks like?
Let's see. I imagine she's got black hair, but she's got like those streaks of white at her temples.
Mm-hmm.
She's like a very distinguished woman. She's aged well. Like she's still an attractive lady in probably like her 40s.
Mm-hmm.
She's also has like some stern frown lines like right here.
Is she frowning at me right now?
Probably.
Yes, probably. Yeah, she's wearing a red dress. It's like kind of a it's a comfortable dress that she's wearing.
I'm like grumbling like, I should have brought shoes.
It's just like, yeah, she's like, "You must be X?"
"Yes, like the letter."
"Yes, I'm afraid my daughter is occupied right now and cannot come out."
When you say occupied, is she like going to, bathroom?
She's just like crosses arms. "No, not that sort of occupied. I'm afraid it's a little bit longer term."
"Oh, she's hurt?"
"No. Spirits forbid that she would be hurt like that. No.
Oh,
she must spend some time with her family. She's been neglecting that all this time."
"Her family? What?" But
yes.
Oh, wow. I'm not gonna lie. I always thought she was a only child. Not expecting little ones come around here. She's very much only child syndrome.
Chico is offended by that. Just like you see your face, just like exasperation, just disbelief. Just like, well, I can't believe this.
I can't believe it either. It's crazy, right? But so when do you think she'll not be occupied? Like,
well,
by the end of the day?
Well, there's only one way to see. You'll see her when she's done. But like, she's busy right now.
Okay. Are you guys having dinner?
I feel like she doesn't want you to be here. She's just like, I don't want her life to be here right now. So it's do you want to convince her to be like, yes, let me in, I'm her friend? This is something you should do.
It's very visible that she's upset right now, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, don't want her to be upset, and I want to make her happy, but I don't know how to make her happy. So
it's almost like meeting your coworkers' parents is going to be a strange situation, especially when they're unhappy.
Yeah, I was gonna say, especially when the parents are like, "You shouldn't be working there. That's dangerous. What are you doing, young lady?"
Exactly.
All right, X is gonna try to put on the charm a little bit.
Alrighty.
So in my mind, she looks like Angela Bassett. I don't know if anybody else had that in their mind, but
yes, no, same.
Yeah, look this
up. Glad you said that. I'm going to attempt to move.
Let's. Yeah, I can see that.
I have no dots and schmooze, but
let's so you want to schmooze because this does sound like schmoozing. You're trying to sway her. God, what the consequences be here, I guess, is the question. There are any consequences.
Just a fortune die, maybe?
I think it's fortune. Yeah, just fortune.
Okay. All right, fortune. Shucks, which one is the fortune die?
Click on the skill and then choose fortune instead of
the other effects or the other positions.
Fortune roll. Okay. All right, and just submit.
Yep.
Effects standard.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh wow! Oh
4.
Wait, no, it's 0.
it's
still
a 4.
It's a pass.
Yeah, it's a pass.
Yeah, 4's still good enough.
She looks cross, but she's just like, fine. She's like beckons you in, like, come in.
You are awesome, miss.
Thank you. And she shuts the door behind you. Please join us. And yeah, you'll have dinner with Izumi and her family. And Izumi's obviously a little bit under house arrest. Just a little bit.
I whisper, are they holding you hostage?
They're my family, X.
Yeah, but my family never does this. This is weird.
I burned down a building. Let's let this blow over.
Does Brooks get to make a second character now because X is stuck there too?
I love Drummer Boy. Consequences: X gets grounded by Izumi's
there probably is a lecture at dinner about
100%
these girls being so reckless and endangering themselves and everyone around them, and get it together.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of finger shaking.
Yeah, there is who's your oldest sibling?
It's one of my brothers. Oops, I closed her sheet. I thought we were done with her.
It's
He's 18.
Yeah,
I remember that. His name is Kazo.
Yeah, Kazo like tries to bring up the but they were in the newspaper. They did this. It's like she's like, no, don't get to bring that up. Burn down a building. Too dangerous.
I'm not usually easily shaken, but like Izumi's mom.
Yes.
Because my own mom would definitely tower over Izumi's, but I've never felt this fear.
Yeah. Izumi's mom is fierce. Shiko is fierce.
He really is.
Yeah.
Izumi, I think I'm gonna go, but I'll tell you how the investigation went.
Good luck. I'm sorry I can't be there, but I can't be there. I'm scared to look at my mom.
Yep. Yeah. So Yeah, they're yeah. Anzu and Azumi are not going to be part of this investigation.
Well, you hate to see it happen, Coach.
Yep, you hate to see it. But yeah, you have a department store to go look at. Unless we want to go over to the rest of the crew looking at the apartment. Yeah, let's hey, rest of the crew. We have an apartment to look into.
Cool. Let's do it.
So this you all go to Uptown. You all have been to Uptown before, but none of you have really lived here except because I was like, except for Anzu, but Anzu's not here. Anzu's off doing his spirit journey. All of you have been to Uptown before. The person who probably other than Miss Etok, who has the most experience here, is Torch. Mostly because you know that Uptown is prime triad recruiting territory. Other than the ethnic neighborhoods, basically. Because the main train station's up here. So anytime there are like people who come in like from other places and are like, I'm going to move to Republic City. The tribes are like, hey buddy, would you like to make some money? It's that kind of thing.
They're kind of like Hollywood directors picking up people in Los Angeles. Okay.
Exactly. But they're criminals instead of Hollywood directors. There are probably a few like directors doing that too in Uptown, to be honest, because Republic City is the center of the movers industry. But
right. Wow. Okay.
Just you wish somebody showing up and you get accosted by criminals and directors. It's fine.
Can we say that I spy a Red Monsoon's recruiter?
Yeah, 100%. There is a guy who's like Northern Water Tribe, and he's got a sleeveless tunic on with the like the red waves going down his left arm. And he just like has his arms crosses waiting for people to get off the train. Just outside of Central Station.
Okay.
Yeah. But you all are going to the Uptown apartment. You take the car there.
Mm-hmm.
You show up the Uptown apartment. What floor is this apartment on?
It's probably pretty high up.
Yeah, I imagined.
I don't know that it's like a penthouse apartment, but it's probably like up there.
Let's just say 8th floor. Let's see.
Sure.
Yeah,
that's a big building. Okay.
Yeah, it's a really big building. Up to like most of the big buildings are in downtown, Midtown, but Uptown still has some of them. That's part of the skyline. So this is one of the like larger buildings in Uptown that you go to. There's like this is a building that has a doorman at it, and like it's got the full service, the full apartment service there.
There's like a really nice lounge on the first floor. Yeah, it's like a whole thing.
Yeah. So, there's an elevator in this building with an elevator operator, of course.
Maybe it's called something like the Mountain Shadow or something like that.
Something like that, yeah.
There's like a big mountain on the map behind Uptown, so
yeah. Let's do. I like that as.
I like that too. Yeah.
I'm gonna write that down.
Okay, Kai over here.
Hell yeah. So I'm always a fan of that. But yeah, so there's like the person like greets Miss Etok, just like, do you have guests?
Detectives.
I see. I will keep everything clear. The police officers haven't shown up today. I think they're supposed to be showing up tomorrow. If that's acceptable to you, I would like to not have them be accosted when they go up to your domicile.
Of course, I won't be here.
Of course. I will make sure that the apartment is available for them.
Were you working the night of the robbery?
You're talking to the persons. No, I wasn't. One of the other attendants was working.
Okay, I will follow up with management.
Yes, please do. I will attempt to assist you in any way I can. You are detectives, after all, being hired by one of our residents. But I might be in a bit of a limited capacity. I'm afraid. They are there's somebody from like their Republic City heritage, so like maybe Earth Kingdom look. They're in their late 20s. They're wearing a slate gray suit with a pin on it. That's the pin of like the Mountain Shadow.
Right.
And they have like very well kept hair, short well kept hair. Okay. They look very spiffy. Yeah. So you get in the elevator, you're taken up to the 8th floor, and they're like, this is a building where like the apartments, there's like 4 apartments a floor at most, that kind of thing. So you're led to Yuki's Miss Itak's apartment, and you go in, and yeah, this place has been tossed. You Casca, you've seen a tossed apartment. This is a tossed apartment. You've done this before. There's obviously like the cops have been here at some point because there's some police tape and a few other things like obviously the cops.
Oh, okay. So I duck under the tape. I'm not that, right.
Wow, this sure is a mess.
They have no respect for anyone's well-being. They have obviously done everything they can to extract every single piece of value. So where was this or this and this? Like, I'm pointing on the list and like just wanting to know where they were in the room and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
and I think I take the list and I'll just kind of walk you through the whole list about like I think it starts like I take you to my bedroom. We start there and I'm like, I point out like the missing jewelry box and like I just kind of very systematically, methodically go through the list and show you where I kept everything.
So it seems like I'm guessing. Go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say I've like drawn a floor map and I've like numbered all of the things on the list and I'm like recreating where they were with this map. I haven't said anything. I haven't told you I'm doing this, but that's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that goes with my idea that maybe the audience sees like a shadowy figure or figures as they move throughout the apartment, and we watch them turn this over and that kind of thing, and and things are taken and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly. You have the like the like shadow reconstruction of what's happening in this apartment.
Yes.
Fuck Batman.
Totally. I think we can do some sort of action to like investigate what's happening here.
Yeah, can we do like a group action since we're all kind of working on
it? This sounds like a group action. Maybe a group study? Yeah, that's what that's what I was hearing was a study. Cool. Yeah, let's do a
Who do we
feel
group study is leading this action?
I think I'm leading.
I think it's Casca.
Okay. Yeah, I think Casca's leading from the sounds of it. Yeah.
I was gonna push myself.
Okay. I will tell you the position and effects. The position here is controlled. Mm-hmm. Obviously, there's not too many consequences here. Mm-hmm. The effect is going to be standard. The thieves are like pretty good at what they did, but there's a group of you doing it.
Okay.
I'm pushing myself because I'm trying to impress my new employers. You know.
Right. Yeah.
I'm not pushing myself.
Oh, I did terribly.
Oh wow!
Anyway. Oh my god!
Well, I'm still not pushing myself because
it's fine. Don't worry about it.
I'm just a failure.
Oh, that's 2 failures.
So it's risky. Standard?
It's controlled.
Oh, okay. Back.
It's you're still part of the group action. The group action has not been completed yet.
I didn't.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
Come on, Casca.
Oh no! All right, so you take 3 stress. Casca, you take 3 stress.
Nothing.
Yeah. What is an interesting consequence here? Because oh boy, y'all failed real bad.
Perhaps we lose this opportunity to action. Maybe the cops show up and are like, "We're gonna take our inventory now. Get the fuck out."
I think that's the thing. Yeah, I don't think there's any. Yeah, the cops. It's definitely the cops show up. Like the attendant who was downstairs was like, "Oh, obviously you're coming tomorrow," but some detectives show up. Oh, you know who shows up? Because it's Uptown?
Yes.
Yeah.
Of course,
which only going to be relevant for Casca because the rest of you don't know who
Nobody knows who it is, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, Jiang, who's a police sergeant, shows up with a couple of cops in tow and a detective. A police detective in tow, and they walk in and they like y'all are reconstructing this thing, and then they just bust in, and it just John comes over and goes over to you, Miss Itak, because you're obviously the person who lives here, because the other 2 he knows who Casca is, and he sees a gremlin.
So plus he knows who Casca is, plus 1 gremlin. Yep.
Yes, plus 1 gremlin. Y'all still do get you're gonna get a tick on the clock because you did you did do something. Like there is that, but because this is still ticking things. But and he goes, just like, who are these people, Miss Etok?
Independent investigators.
You know who we are.
Yes, I do know who you are. And he like he's just like, I remember you. While I appreciate, Miss Etok, that you would want additional help on this, I promise you the Republic City Police Department has this in hand.
Well, I was told by the last investigator that in hand meant that you didn't expect to retrieve any of my items.
Well, we've had a little bit of change of direction. We found something that might be helpful, and we have a new detective on the case for this. We thought that this might be important. We got a tip off. So if you let us do our work and get these people out of our way, then we can do it. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bit more trouble, aren't we?
What are you insinuating, officer?
I'm insinuating that these people are in the way, and that this would be much more difficult.
Be sure to keep me informed.
I will. No, please. And he bumps into you, Casca, just intentionally, just walks through you. Basically, it's just like, all right, boys, come on, let's get everything cleared up. And the police officers and the detectives start looking around, and like there's one of them has a camera.
Like head down. Anna just like, sorry to all, like each one of the police officers individually.
Yeah, the officers don't notice you. They're busy doing their jobs.
Yuki just kind of rolls her eyes, and then she looks to Casca. I can't even remember if she learned any of your names. I mean, I guess they're in the newspaper.
Yeah, you know.
But I guess
we had time to talk on the we had time
I was about to say Torch definitely also introduced themselves when they met you.
Okay.
Yeah.
I knew who you were, but did not even think to introduce myself.
Yep.
It's okay. I have no idea who you are. It's fine.
You wouldn't. I look very different when I'm working for my uncle.
Exactly. So. At some point, I'm going to recognize that you're the champagne girl, and it's going to be a whole thing. So I look at Casca and I say, well then, I don't think we're going to get more out of this, but maybe we should talk to management, see who is working, like you said.
Yes, let us do that. So I am very stressed. I am at 7 stress.
Already.
Okay.
That group action did not do you any favors. That's
How, Slade? How?
Nope.
Yeah.
So,
please go ahead.
Just letting us know. Okay, it's okay. I have no stress, and Anna has no stress because we just joined. So
yep.
We'll have to take lead.
Yeah, like you all can go back downstairs. You can talk to the attendant, and the attendant will like connect you to management, or you could just be like, you can go to the attendant, and just be like, hey, who is on work, and they'll tell you. They'll just be like, hey, you can go talk to them yourself rather than going through management. It depends on what kind of tack you want to do, what kind of information you want to get. You can also check your contacts and see if they might help out.
Yeah.
Oh, and also we have Nijong, our informant.
You do have Nijong.
So
Nijong hears a lot of rumors, even ones that are all the way uptown.
That's true.
You know what? Everyone needs good noodles, and everybody talks.
Exactly.
Good noodles, good gossip.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good tea.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think if there's anything else we could ask anybody here. So
I think talking to whoever was on duty is a good idea.
Yeah, there's definitely because this place has doormen and attendants, so you can talk to any combination of those. At least one of them probably saw the thieves. It's a good instinct being like, can we talk to anybody here?
So would you say that there are security companies?
There are 100% security companies. There, in fact, one of them you technically are not in good graces with. But the main one that y'all know, because Wan Chi isn't technically a security company; they're a detective agency, but they do some security work. The primary security company, private security company in Republic City, like the big one, that's like an independent agency, is the Xiaolu Agency of Corporate Order, who also are strike breakers.
Okay. The other thing I want to know is, was a security company, did the security company contact the Mountainous Shadow a little too early for it to make sense that they heard about it, that they knew that something had happened and that they would be involved?
I like that. Yeah. Let's if you want to do like combination of like that and talking to somebody, I think you can do that.
So I was going to talk to management. That's why I was just trying to think if there's a reason to talk to management. I think
you could. Yeah, if you wanna like, that could be, depending on how you go about it, it could be a pursue, because that's certainly pursuing a subject and gathering information about that.
Right.
Be schmoozing. Depends on what you want to do, or even finagling. Like, yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And there are like other security companies, but they're usually attached to, they're like subsidiaries to like the large, like to like Cabbage Corp and Future Industries and that kind of thing. Like the Republic Railway Company has its own, technically, as the like the railway cops. So that kind of stuff.
Okay. I think I'm going to go with schmooze, and I'm just going to try to be as understanding as possible to whoever's in management, and just empathize with them and things like that.
Yeah, I'm looking through your like heritage and background and stuff like that, and seeing like who you might be able to like. I almost said bamboozle, but that's not quite the thing. Yeah, I think being like there is. I'm trying to see what it might be. Connections. Yeah, I mean, you have the connection is through the management of this building, like through the attendant. So yeah, this will yeah, let's schmooze it out. I think the position's now risky, because of the cops mostly, and the effect's still going to be standard. Yeah.
I'm gonna take a stress. I'm gonna help you with this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You are approaching management and being like, hey, this is my client.
Exactly. Like, I'm like making the connection and saying like, all right, these are my detectives. They're also going to be investigating this break-in. Please make sure you cooperate with them fully. That sort of
Fantastic. Okay. So 1 bonus die and risky standard.
Yes. That's a 6. Alrighty. So you're gonna get some ticks on the case clock. So what ask me a couple questions. What do you want to know exactly? Because you're gonna get it.
Sure. So certainly by now you've talked to the door person on staff that evening. What did they see? What didn't they see? What did they hear? What did you get from your questioning? I'm sure you've done that.
Yeah. So the door person told you, when you talked to the door person, she told you that
I thought I was talking to management about the door.
Okay. Yeah, the management is like, yeah. She told us through like they were like, we got a report from her. We did an interview with her basically.
Gotcha. Okay.
She told us that she had seen a group of shadowy figures in the alleyway, not even a block down. She thought that was suspicious, but she didn't think too much of it. They seemed to had gotten in a car and driven away. She had also seen that they obviously had been laden down, and they were posing as a work crew, I believe is the last thing she said. Yes, as a work crew of some sort. Maybe, I don't know, cleaners or something.
I see. And I'm assuming that you've been approached by security companies wishing to support you in this time. Who was the first to get in contact with you?
Yes, you're right. Very astute, detective. Very astute. We were contacted by a. Oh, geez. Let me look. And he looks through. The manager. He looks through a few documents. Like, right here. And he gets out a like a boilerplate letter from a I'm trying to think of what their name would be. Endeavor Security. Endeavor Security. Who and it says Endeavor Security. They are a they do security for future industries for their factories over in the industrial sector. They contacted us a little bit early, as I think like it happened within the day, and we hadn't even said anything about it. We hadn't said anything to the tenants about it even. So
what would it take for me to say that, like, I know someone, like maybe I know the person that started that company because they used to be the other side of like security?
Who started Endeavor? Yeah, let me
We don't have to be on good terms. I just
yeah. I need to look through your
good. Yes, I love it.
Options.
Oh god, they might be a crew contact. Yeah, they could be a crew contact. You have Shay, a manager, as one of your crew contacts.
Oh, okay.
I'm liking this.
Yeah, so the original GDAO detectives, you know Shay, and it was originally because of Casca. You know Shay. Shay used to be a triad, and then went work for a corporation and started Endeavor Security.
Went legit, if you will.
Went legit to work for Endeavor Security, or to start Endeavor Security.
Yeah. Okay. Maybe that's the person that inspired me to like. Maybe I could do that kind of.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
You're trying. You are trying.
Yes. I do know Endeavor. Fantastic. If anyone makes contact with you in regards to this, if they say that they want something more or they're holding something, please. And I hand out like I don't have too many cards, right, for the GDAO.
You have a business card. It's fine. You had to print more of them for your branch office.
Oh,
yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And we got them actually like professionally printed this time.
Yeah, they weren't made out of old Nijong noodles menus.
Oh, God. So I hand over a card and ask him to please give us a call.
Yeah, and he is like, of course, I will. I saw you in the newspaper. Very inspiring stuff.
Thank you. That is why we are here. We endeavor to protect the public wherever we can.
Excellent. Doing a better job than those police officers, that's for sure.
Have they been giving you trouble?
Well, they just hassle our tenants. You know, they get in the way. They're very rude.
They practically kicked me out of my own apartment.
See, this must be rectified, but unfortunately, I haven't really had the time or the wherewithal to go to the local precinct and tell them off. Seems a little bit below me, I think, but it'll have to be done at some point.
When we get this taken care of, maybe we can step in for you. And
that would be absolutely lovely. I would pay you for that. In fact, that would be a wondrous service.
We will be in contact then.
Excellent. Yeah. So you have a let's actually get a name for this building manager, because he seems like he actually is a little bit more
because he's a person and he deserves a name.
Yeah, exactly.
Harry Maguire.
His name is Dea.
That also works.
Dea is from connection-wise. He's from the South Pole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I dipped back into my home like accent for a little while talking with him, without realizing I'd code switched or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I also imagine that the detective is up in the apartment right now, saying something like, "This place was turned down." Turned down for what? I just wanted to say that this entire time.
You're fired, and I love you.
I have to imagine he also did it like Brooklyn, like, this apartment was turned down. Turned down for what?
Right. Just like the slow shaking of the head. Yes.
Oh.
I'll cancel myself. Yeah.
Alrighty, cool. Let's pop back over to X. So X, you've obviously found out you had dinner with Azumi's family, and you left, and you've found out that they're both out of commission, but the rest of the crew is off, investigating the apartment. They gave you a task. They gave you a department store to go check out.
Okay. It's cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
Figure this out. Okay.
Don't worry, we didn't write it down.
Yeah, they told you verbally where this department store was.
I pull out my slippers that I keep in my back pocket, put them on, and I walk in. I kind of inspect the place.
Yeah, the department store is actually over in Midtown.
Wait, do I know somebody in Midtown?
I don't know. Do you know someone in Midtown?
Where's Hanilla again?
That's a good question. Let me check our things for my notes for Hanilla.
He's been quiet lately.
He has been quiet. Wushu style. Yeah, I don't know if we put him anywhere. Where's X? There we go. Hanilla, Sandbender, Zone Skull. We did not place him. So if you want him to be in Midtown, he can be.
Shucks, let's do it.
Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. So his school is in Midtown. Okay. Is the important thing. His school, which is the oh geez, I literally just had this open. He doesn't have I didn't have a name for the school. It's just he teaches the wushu style, but it's his school is there.
Let's come up with the name. Off of my dad.
Yeah. Oh, the fighting pits you fight in are in Midtown.
Oh.
I forgot about that. So Liu Yang is in Midtown.
Oh man, I got a lot of people in Midtown.
Yeah.
All right. As much as I'm not stressed right now, but as much as I would like to maybe throw some money in real quick, I'm gonna make Casca proud and go focus to the department store.
Excellent. Yeah, the department store. It's near Republic City Park, which is it's the Central Park version, the Legend of Korra version of Central Park.
Okay.
It's like this. It's like a large Macy's basically. Like it's like several floors. It's packed with different stores. You don't usually go to this sort of place, but you understand how this works. You've been in Republic City long enough.
I've gotten the PowerPoint presentation on this. I should be all right.
Yeah, exactly.
So from the receipts, what was mentioned to me so far about this receipt from this bar report that somebody was supposed to meet up here?
No, this is the receipt was what it was written was what the meeting point thing was written on. Right. The actual meeting place is somewhere in the industrial sector.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the department store guy and be like, "Hey, hi, can I speak to the manager here?"
Yeah. And the guy there, he's like definitely short. He's like significantly shorter than you. Like, so like, yeah, of course, ma'am. 1 second. And, like,
thank you.
Over. And manager comes out. She's obviously looking up at you, but like she's a little bit on the taller side. She has her hair up in a bun. She's wearing like the uniform for this department store. And it's like she has some glasses on. She like pushes up glasses. Like, may I help you, ma'am?
Hi. Well, first off, nice to meet you. My name is X. I'm a detective.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to give her a name now.
Thank you, Brooks. Create all the NPCs.
Yeah,
it's good. It's important.
Jerry McGuire.
Yeah, she's like, no, it's like, I'm Yunso. I'm the manager on duty right now. How might I help you? You're a detective. How might I help you?
You might actually help me a lot here. So I whisper down, I'm actually on a case right now with this right here. And I pull up the receipt. I need to know who bought this.
Right. And she takes the receipts like, right, okay, let's see if I can do something about this. And this will be the roll just like for the case clock. We'll see how much you get. It sounds like I could see this as either a finagle or a pursue, depending on how you want to go about this.
Okay. I want to do finagle. Okay. So with finagle, it's like consort with connections with your heritage.
That's schmooze. Finagle is the I'm gonna change attitudes or behavior, convince them.
Oh, really? Okay. For some reason, I don't know why. Like the description on it is saying consort.
Oh, because it's the description on the sheet is different from the actual description because it's based off the blade's actions.
Oh, okay.
And
gotcha.
What's finagle is replacing where consort is because it's in alphabetical order.
Right, consort. So yeah, I'm gonna consort. I'm gonna finagle here. Does the lady look like she's from Earth Kingdom heritage?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, a little bit. Actually, what name did I use? Oh, yeah, she like a little like it's a little hard to recognize. Like she's from Republic City, or the United Republic. So it's like a little bit of mix of Fire Nation and Earth Kingdom.
Yeah. So I'll snooze in like, yeah. I mean, I actually came out here from after retiring from the Earth Kingdom Army.
Oh, wow. Well, like she's all like, we'll see how impressed she is, and then we'll go off of that. Yeah. Let's do. I think like for the apartment, this is gonna be controlled. Okay. It's gonna be controlled standard. Like she has no real reason to like doubt your credentials, essentially. Especially because you have the receipt. It's like, okay, this is something I can use. If you would just come in and be like, I need to know about this person a few days ago, they're just gonna be like blow you off. But you have a receipt and everything, and you haven't been like, you've been pretty polite. So she's like, okay,
I learned from the best.
Yeah.
Look at that crit.
Crit. Damn.
Oh wow.
Damn. All right.
Way to roll some dice.
Yeah, so this is actually going to complete the clock, funnily enough. So yeah, she's gonna like, she was on duty at the time and actually like remembers exactly the person that it is. And also she's like, why don't you come to my office and we can talk about this?
That would be amazing. Also, whatever we do talk about, I know this is like weird, but can you actually write it down?
Yeah, sure, totally, 100%. Please, you are a detective after all. I mean, you might as well have it down.
Yeah, but I mean, like you write it down.
And she's like, "Of course, ma'am."
Thank you so much.
Yeah, no, please. Like, follow her to his office, and she's like, she starts telling you about this this person who bought these they bought I don't know what they bought. They bought something fairly innocuous, like they bought like a t-shirt or something like that. A tunic, because this is Republic City. It's t-shirts, tunic. They brought like a tunic and like some shoes. It's like, I remember them. They were Fire Nation, maybe. Mm-hmm. They had they were balding, probably in their 30s. What was their name? Let me see. Like looks through a few others. It was Sugita was the name of this thief. Sugita. Yes. They paid with a company card, which was interesting.
What company?
Endeavor Security.
Would I know anything about that?
Let's see. Let me look at your stuff. You might know something about that. Oh, well, you do. You're part of Jidao. You know Shay.
Right.
Shay created Endeavor.
Shay. Yeah. Oh, that douche. All right. definitely was not an internal thought. That was asking like that douche. All right.
I'm sorry. Just like, I'm sorry.
No. Sorry. No. History. Bad people. But please continue.
Oh. Yeah. We thought it was a little weird that it'd come from that, but hey, we're not going to question it. It didn't seem odd at the time. Do you know why this is important? I'm curious.
Actually, I do. It's for a case.
You said that before, but I'm a little bit more curious about the case. Maybe I can help more with that.
Can I do a study roll real quick just to see if she's trustworthy?
She's like, you got a crit on this finagle. Like, she's just like, she's interested in you.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
She may or may not have the hots for you, you know. That's
X is like, okay, she seems chill.
Yeah.
The X test once again.
Chill. Yeah, actually I can tell you a little bit. Some mover star stuff got broken in. So we gotta find out who did it.
Oh my. Oh wow. Know, okay. Right? Yeah. Well, I want to help then. Yeah, I mean, I think you obviously know more about Endeavor than I do, but you know what? I have a friend. I have a friend here who I think could probably sketch out what this person looks like for you.
Oh, you have an artist? I used to draw a little bit back when I was touring, but I'm not as good as I used to be.
They used to do what is it? Court reporting.
So it's like caricatures.
yeah, exactly. It's like they used to do court artist before they started working here. They fell into bad times. Anyway, yeah, I'll get them to do that. But and she hands you like what she's been writing. It's here, take this. Oh, your receipt, of course.
Thank you so much. I grab her hand. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you need me again. Obviously, you can come here. But if you want to. I've made this a little forward, but if you want to see me out of here, I am usually in Tiger Ward.
Tiger Ward. Oh yeah, I'm also there too. You actually can find my office there. We're the G Dow detectives. You probably saw us on the paper.
Oh, I did. She's like puts her hands like, I'm so embarrassed. I didn't recognize you. It's like
no, it's fine. You know, because once they figure out colored paper, you'll be able to tell me. Tell me out from the crowd. But yeah, I'm with them.
It's like, maybe you're above Nijong's, right?
Exactly, the best noodle spot.
It is. I haven't been there in a long time because I'm out here, but
you should totally go there and have the best dumplings.
I mean, yeah. Look. Hey,
we should go there, X. We should go there.
Yeah.
We.
It's just like, I mean, maybe, yeah. If I can see you there, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'm always there. I actually live up there sometimes.
It's like, yeah.
So yeah, in fact, I'll be there. What's today?
It's someday. I don't know.
I'm actually going to be there tomorrow.
Oh, I mean, I'll try to get there if I have time out of work.
I'm there all day, so whenever you're free.
Right. Yeah. She just like takes her glass, just like.
Oh, and here's my card.
Oh, it takes it. Just like
there's no sand on it this time.
It's like good. I didn't expect there to be, but sure. Best of luck with your investigation.
And hey, good luck with this apartment store. This place actually has some cool stuff. If you have anything in my size, I should come by here sometime.
I mean, I think our tailor comes in a couple of days if you need something that's sized for you.
You know what? I'll come in a couple of days. You've been super helpful. The least I can do is also pay it forward to you.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, please do. I'll see you later then.
See ya. And I like dash out.
Yeah, she's just yeah. She watches. She like runs to the door, watches you go, and just swoons a little bit.
So cute.
So cute. Get out. Too cute.
Thank you. I try.
I love the whole, oh no, I should have recognized you. No. That was very cute.
It's fine. I haven't figured out color print yet.
Alrighty, so y'all actually have finished the case clock because you know where the thieves are coming from and you know how many of them there are. You know who one of them is, Sugita. And you have a connection to Endeavor Security.
I hand everything over to Casca and just like totally got him. Erase everything else in my mouth, to the food that I ate at Azumi's, to me almost breaking into Anzu's house, and the nice lady who was super helpful to us. So, yeah, Casca, I got a lot of stuff. Here you go.
And so you said you told me all of that, yeah?
I told you all that, but like past experience have known that like there's definitely maybe some details probably missing that is thankfully written on this card.
Right. This super helpful department store lady. What would you say her name was?
Her name is Yunso.
Yunso. I'm like remembering her saying it. Yunso.
Mm-hmm.
So, when she shows up for Noodles, I want you to make sure you take a break from any detective work and spend it with her.
What? We gotta bust this case.
And she could be a valuable contact in the future.
Oh, right. See, that's that Casca brain that I love so much. You think in the bigger picture. You're right. We use her for clues. And
we never tell anybody that.
No, we don't tell anybody that. No, we don't tell anybody we're using them for clues. We be their friend and then use them for clues. In that order.
I'd like you this one time to only do the friend part.
Like going over the math in my head, just like the friend part. Like when do we bust a case? All right, Casca, I'm gonna trust you though. I'm gonna trust you.
This is a special part of the mission.
Gotcha.
I imagine Yuki Itak is there, and I think she's picking up on this because I think like when Casca was like, I want you to take a break and just go hang out with Yunso when she shows up, like this tiny little smile is on her face, like, okay, I get what this is about. And Yuki kind of chirps up and says, well, you've already done the clues part, but you neglected to do the friend part, so you're gonna have to do that later, right?
You're right. Hey, Anna, you want to help me out with the friend part?
Anna has something else that we are working on.
She was like not paying attention to the conversation.
We're going to be working in the workshop for the eventual encounter that we're going to have with these criminals, and Anna's particular
as soon as you say workshop, like her eyes like light up, and she just kind of sits up a little bit straighter, and she starts actually paying attention. She's like, Yuki said that I might have access to a workshop again. It's been a little while, but I'm really looking forward to it.
All right, Casca. Your brain has yet to lead me astray.
Where is the workshop? I didn't see it around here. It can't possibly be in this building, can it? Is it down the street? Are we? Where is it gonna be? I'd love to take a look at it. Really, I would love to take a look at it. Maybe I could get started on something. You know.
Take a breath.
Anyone hear that?
That is the longest word I've ever heard in our language.
I promise you. And she's like just kind of like staring at Casca, and then finally she's like, I promise not to blow anything up.
Do you make promises that you keep?
She takes a moment to parse what you just said, and then she's like, I promise not to blow anything up.
Then I'm glad that you have promised that. Thank you.
Okay.
What did you guys find?
We have definite confirmation that Shay with Endeavor is involved with this.
Nice. All right. What's our next move then?
Engagement roll.
Well, we need to determine how we're approaching it in order to make our engagement roll.
Right. Yes. How are y'all approaching it?
Are we gonna bash in the front door?
Yeah,
we don't really have the people for that anymore. We have X.
I'll make it very clear. I don't care what option that y'all choose. I will always propose bashing the door. So I will gladly listen.
A little bit of details on Endeavor Security. Endeavor Security is located in, oh boy, they have 2 offices. They have their main office, which is in the industrial sector, and they have their like branch office, their like official office, which they have for like, hey, we're gonna hire people. This is the office they put on their boilerplates and their business cards and stuff, which is in downtown. The one in the industrial, yeah.
How close is their office in the industrial sector to the address we were given?
That's a good question.
Ooh.
I didn't actually think about that, but that's a very good question.
It's a good thing we have a bunch of really accurate maps.
Yeah, exactly. You're very accurate maps. The industrial sector is large, but there is a section of the industrial sector that's basically the future. This is the future industries part of the industrial sector. It's not. It's like a few blocks away from where the main office is, which is as Casca and X know is basically the barracks part of the offices, because it's like where they get they have their armory and their vehicles and all that kind of stuff.
I think Yuki is like studying the maps and she points that out and she's like, that's suspicious. It's only a couple of blocks away from their industrial sector office.
Well, you gotta keep it close to home, don't you?
So are we gonna go to that meeting, or are we gonna like break into their office or something?
Well, I don't think we need to break in.
I was really hoping we could break
You
stuff.
said that you have a connection? Why don't we just use that to have a conversation?
Oh boy, that connection.
Shay, to be fair, Shay is your crew contact and you are not on bad terms with them.
Okay.
Yeah, all of your crew contacts you're on at least decent terms with. They are not there's a reason crew contacts there aren't any rival ones, unless you have some bad shit with you might not like what Shay does, but you're not on bad terms with Shay.
Okay.
So I still retain my first comment.
Yeah, no. It makes sense for X to not like Shay at all. But as a crew, y'all are at least on decent terms with them.
I would like to give Shay a chance to at least there's a possibility that Shay doesn't know what's going on, that someone else is undermining their reputation here. Mm-hmm. So I think we should begin with connecting with them. And so I'm suggesting a social.
Yeah, that I am too.
Okay. Yeah.
So we put it like we did the other people and meet them at a bar?
Yeah, this is up to you where you want it to happen, because the social you already have the social connection, which is Shay.
Right. We need to get Shay away from everybody else. We want to go to Shay's favorite bar and meet.
Let me get the Vice thing out to see what kind of bar they might frequent.
Should we not so much ambush, but coincidentally meet them there on a night we know they frequent there, or should we set it up to where hey, let's all meet? Because I feel like if we set it up to where, hey, let's all meet, that might alert some people.
Yeah, I think we should ambush them there.
Our meeting supposed to be the time and place listed? Wasn't that supposed to be today or tomorrow or something?
It was in a couple of days.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we have time tonight to try to cut them off before dealing with the meeting.
Cool. They have time to cut them off at the pass, basically. I'm looking at these things and I'm like, I only have one bar.
So I have to leave in a moment.
Yeah, so we're gonna do the engagement roll and then you can go, and then we'll do the rest of it. Actually, what they do, Shay prefers to gamble. They are they frequent the National Casino in Midtown.
Everything comes back to Midtown.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to lose my mind.
Okay. So that's our point of entry for the...
Yes, it is. All right, so that's everybody choose your load.
Oh man, I forgot that we weren't gonna have Casca for the second half.
Yeah, I don't know what that means for this. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know.
I'm gonna go.
I got 2 dice in finagle, and that's literally we'll figure it out.
you have you're Lotus, right? You have the thing where it's like twice per mission you can like help without spending stress.
I can do that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we could have that on reserve for the rest of the group to use.
Okay, that's perfectly fine.
I think yeah. So if somebody wants to have that, that's something y'all can have.
Okay.
Because I think that'll be effective. Because the other thing that Casca has that could be helpful here, other than of course the Earth King invites you, which is extremely helpful.
Right.
Could be extremely helpful. Shay, just be like, you'll never remember that we did this.
Right. Just give me like I have a 2 entangle, so if it comes down to a fight, I'm good for that.
Yeah, if it comes down to a fight, you'll be there and you'll be able to help people. Otherwise, it's going to be primarily on the rest of you to convince Shay or whatever to do this. So, yeah, everybody choose your load.
Good. We have I was gonna say we don't have any social characters, but that's not true because
that's not true at all.
My job.
We have gained a social character, so it's okay.
I'm 100% social. I'm a socialite. It's in my name.
So yeah, let's do load, and then we'll do the and we'll go quick and do the engagement roll.
Light load.
Light load. Heavy.
Normal.
Normal. Cool. Alrighty. So, is this operation? So 1 die for luck. Is this operation particularly bold or daring?
No. I don't think so.
Well, what tier is this dude?
What tier? You don't know, but Future Industries is tier 3.
But we're not going against Future Industries at the moment.
No, you're not. But technically, they are higher tier than you. Shay is.
Okay.
That'll come in later.
I mean, is it bold to ambush them at their vice
kind
spot,
of?
That's the thing. Yeah.
I think it is.
If y'all think it is, then we can add it to 2.
Okay.
Is this operation overly complex or contingent on many factors? As far as I know, the only factor it's contingent on is them showing up.
Yes.
So no. Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability to target, hit them where they're weakest? Definitely.
Vice Den!
Yes. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? No. Not for this. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight to this operation? Technically, they are by being your social connection. Also, X has help with this. Any of your enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? Yes. Are there any other elements? This is a higher tier target, so y'all have 2 dice.
Okay.
Boo.
So, hey, Casca, how about you roll the engagement roll for us? Where are we going?
I mean,
okay, risky is good. Yeah. We'll just leave it there and we'll describe the scene after the break.
All right.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and kick us on over the break screen, and we'll be back in about 6 minutes or so.
Alrighty.
Do a case.
That's the perfect time to do a case. Also, we're back. Hello, welcome everyone.
Hi everybody.
I have water.
So,
yay.
We rolled engagement for talking to Shay, for ambushing Shay at the National Casino in Midtown. So, Shay, I should describe Shay because we haven't described Shay yet.
Good idea.
Yeah, Shay is they were a former triad, so I gotta think. They're of Northern Water Tribe heritage. They have long, probably like long hair that goes down to their shoulder blades that they don't put up. It's like dark brown. They're wearing a very nice suit, but they have their sleeves rolled up to their elbows so you can see their triad tattoos. They were part of, let's see, what triad were they a part of originally?
What's the triad that Casca was a part of?
Red Monsoons. Yeah, then they also have the red waves going down their arms. They have both arms. Because they were kind of high. They were relatively high up in the Monsoons before they went legit and created Endeavor. But yeah, they're here. But the issue that comes up, like you're able to approach them. They're at a roulette table, and like they're sitting there. Behind them are 2 bodyguards. They're 2 bodyguard suits. No, they're big, but never. Most people are not as big as you.
All that matters.
But yeah, they. I don't know who's approaching them, but that is an issue. Is of course they have bodyguards. And they seem to have caught them pretty early in the night, so they're not like inebriated or anything. They're just like getting my fix right now. Yeah. That's the risky thing. The other risky thing, of course, X. You ever like this is something where
X was the risky thing.
I mean, X is the risky thing because X looks like a soldier right now because they chose heavy load. You have been stopped. You got stopped by security, being like, please, like, put all of your weapons or anything here. Check your stuff if you have any. Which, of course, you don't have any weapons on you. What are you talking about?
Fine. So I'll bear down begrudgingly. I like to think of very much. I'm not happy about this.
Mm-hmm.
I will tear myself down to a normal load.
No. You can keep heavy load. You chose heavy load. You'll keep it that way. It's just security is very suspicious of you. The casino security, and you spot a few tables away doing mahjong, or not mahjong, doing pie show because they do pie show gambling here too. Is Hanilla, who we've never described before. Would you like to describe Hanilla?
I want to keep it very simple for y'all. There's a theme with all the people in my life. Think of Chadwick Boseman.
I need to look them up.
Black Panther.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, okay.
Perfect. Flawless.
Black Panther. Okay, cool. What's Hanilla wearing for this?
Okay, he's wearing like his more of like his like gi, because I essentially mapped him as like the Ip Man of this world.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So he's just wearing his gi. He's very much like X sees him as like somebody who thinks they're all that. Outside, he's very actually modest and kind of a nice guy. I just don't like him.
Right. Yeah. I also imagine just for the look and just because it'll look like he almost blends into like the darker part of the casino. He's wearing a black gi.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, he's wearing a black gi, and yeah, you spot him because you know who to look for here.
Remind us who Hanilla is.
Hanilla is X's rival.
Oh,
okay. He's a bending school master, and he was I don't think in the military, but
no, we grew up together, training under my father's school. Mm-hmm. I went to the military. He decided to take my father's teaching and go teach in Republic City like a total douche.
Yeah, there's also the whole thing about Ren. And like
he also was vying for Ren as well.
Yep.
Oh right, okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Ren thing, I remember.
Yeah.
Obviously, Yuki has no idea about that, but that's fine.
But yeah, Hanilla. I think not only does you see Hanilla spots you and your group, and he's gonna come over to intercept. What do y'all do?
So has X been able to get into the door?
Yes, X is with you. The 3 of you are together if you want to be. Otherwise, like obviously, like you can be spaced out however you want. Yeah, please. Okay. Alrighty, what's the flashback? Tell me what it is first. Right. Oh, here we go.
Kelsey, you're muted, apparently.
Apparently you're muted.
Thank you so much, Golden. I fixed it. Okay. So I'm going to do a terrible flashback. That's going to be great. I want to have gotten here to the casino hours and hours and hours ago, posed as, like, repair crew
Right, yeah.
Then rigged the roulette table in such a way that basically it's going to push our target, like have them break, run out of money early.
You want to rig the roulette table in the house's favor?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually, personally, I want to have like a remote control that I can push.
Yeah, I was gonna say, because my idea was to go in there and impress them by being really good at roulette.
Oh, yeah. I'm seeing the picture coming. Yes. I love this flashback. This is going to require. Oh God. 4 stress. I think this is a serious flashback.
That is 100% worth it.
Like getting it as a crew, like you're also going to need to mark down, because obviously 1 being disguised as a repair crew and 2 being having your tools with you.
I have costumes. I'm gonna say I could mark that.
Find multi-tool and gadgets.
Yes, that works. That'll be fine.
And then if you do costumes, I think that would.
Yeah, I think that would. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, so this is going to be a lot of stress. What are you doing to do this? It sounds to me like a rig, but
yeah, I definitely feel like it's a rig.
Okay, so you're rigging this together. God. I don't even know what to do. Let me look at your stuff. Hold on 1 second. Because the issue is making this work. That's the thing. And of course, the consequence is going to be is it not working.
What I'm picturing is like a little like train track rigged up on the underside of the roulette table with a little train that is like magneted to the train track that I can control with my remote control, and then the magnets of that both hold the train up is also going to attract the ball.
Okay, so this is risky. Risky limited, mostly because this casino is a little bit more prepared for that thing. They don't like tampering with their stuff.
Yeah, no, fair. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm gonna stress myself. Sorry.
Oh,
I was gonna say I provided costumes. Technically, I'm helping.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Marcus stress and you'd be.
I wanted to push myself to increase the effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can do that too.
I also have find multi-tools. I don't know if that would.
That's making it from 0 to limited.
That's what I thought. Okay. Cool. Is there a devil's bargain available?
There is. I have to think of what it is. If anybody has an idea, do let me know. But let's see.
Maybe not the house knows about the tampering, but somebody else does.
Yes, I like that. Yeah, somebody else knows about the tampering. Probably, yeah. It might be a third party. It could be Hanilla. Probably not Hanilla, but it could be. It's going to be a third party is going to know about the tampering.
Sure.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah, I'm done with that.
I need to. Oh, I actually know who would be doing it. Hey, you know how you have a friend who's a mechanic and doesn't like you?
Yeah. No, I was thinking that's probably who it is. That's perfect.
Sedna's gonna know because Sedna is the actual person who does the repairs and stuff here at this casino.
Okay.
Gotcha. No, perfect. Absolutely.
It'll be fine. Don't worry, X. It's fine.
This is good.
Why this casino uses students to do their repairs? I don't know, but they do. So.
I mean.
Intern. Yeah.
It's an intern. Sure.
Yeah.
Intern.
So
internship.
Risky standard, 2 dice. 2 bonus dice, I should say. 4 dice total. Let's go. 5.
It's a 5.
5. Okay, so there is you do it, but there is a consequence. You're gonna be able to rig up this thing.
Good. Yes.
Oh, geez. What is the consequence? Let me look at my list of possible consequences. You're not going to suffer harm. Complication. Reduced effect. Desperate. I don't think it's desperate. Because the idea is to make it so that he'll bow out, and he's going to. Or maybe you have reduced effect with it.
Maybe I can get it so he'll bow out, but I can't make Miss Etok look better?
I like that. Yeah.
Okay, sure.
It goes one way but not the other. Yeah. So this is a case of it goes back to the original premise of it's rigged in the house's favor rather than it's rigged. You're going to be able to rig it in Miss Etok's favor. Gotcha. Miss Etok is going to have to play the field. You just know that they're going to be bad. Shay is going to be bad at this.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Like, okay. I have no way to communicate to Miss Etok what I'm doing, and so.
And it's fine. I was planning on going up and trying to impress them, even if not with the dice or the ball or whatever, then just by being an awesome person.
Yeah, you could resist this consequence, but
no.
Okay, cool.
I'm not ready to trauma out just yet.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so
one stress remaining. Unpicked,
so yeah, so. We come back from the flashback back to the present. Hanila is approaching y'all. What do you do?
I break off from the group and go towards the roulette table.
I stay right where I am and like look at him dead in his eyes.
All right, cool. Yeah, you guys are gonna have a stare down for like a few moments as he walks up to you and just looks you dead in the eye, just like he's not as tall as you, but he's also a very tall individual. You're almost at eye level. Jin.
I go by X these days.
I know. Fancy seeing you here.
Wait, I'm sorry. So you purposely didn't say the name that I went by?
You're mean.
Yeah, Anna just shows like you're mean. Yes,
like I don't even look up. I have my little controller in my hand. I'm like staring down at it. I'm just like, you're mean.
Yes, he is. Anna, what brings you around these parts?
Oh, you know, I live around here. Taking care of children now, are you?
In my head, I'm trying to think of a cool comeback. Yes, I am.
Well, good for you. I'm glad you are.
Anna gives you a dirty look, but she doesn't say anything because she's busy.
I'm glad you're taking that sort of responsibility. It's good for you.
Yeah, well,
I might ask what you're doing here.
Well, you know me. I'm always where the money is, aren't I?
You always were. Well, I mean, you're here now. I thought you were down, you know, you were more of the fighty type rather than the dice or something along those lines.
What was that phrase you always like to say? You got to spread yourself out sometimes.
You know, basic version, but you got it. You got the gist.
Keeping in contact with Ren?
No, not really. I hadn't thought of that name in a while, but now you bring it up.
Can I do a study on him to see if he's just full of it right now?
I mean, do you want to like, because he's obviously withholding stuff, so you want to figure out, like, you want to scrutinize and be like, why the hell is he here? Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, I guess it is a study. Let me hold on. I'm looking at the action attributes. Let's study him, gaining a deeper understanding of him. This is risky. There could be actual consequences to this. It's going to be, he is being your rival, resistant to your ability to do this, but also, you know him pretty well, so standard effect. Risky standard. Was there anything else you want?
Yeah, sorry, fireworks outside.
It's all good.
Does him being my rival and also growing up together maybe add a dice or anything in him? Like, since I know him for so long,
it's making the standard is what this is. Otherwise, it'd probably be more limited because he can be pretty good at hiding hiding his emotions and stuff when he wants to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Ooh, okay. All right. That's a 3. Okay, on a desk where things go badly. There, two things happen. One, you don't know. You're just like, he's like you hate this guy, but like he's genuine enough most of the time, and like whatever he's hiding, it's like probably not really your concern. It has nothing to do with Shay over there. The other thing that's gonna happen is, of course, he takes more of an inch. He notices Anna like again, and is just like looks at the remote control. Is just like, that's an interesting toy you've got there.
I like put my hand in front of Anna. Yeah, that's interesting.
Uh-oh, you're roboting.
We'll be going now.
Oh, you're good. It's like, no.
Sorry about that. Anyway.
No. You should come and join me. You are here to play, after all, aren't you?
Yeah, but I'm here to gamble, which is like a play.
Yeah.
That we're playing. So yes, I am here to play.
Come on, join me. Come on, join me. I'll introduce you to some of my friends. I insist.
I don't like you, and I don't like your friends. And like Anna just starts walking away. Like, she doesn't clarify if that was to X or to Hanilla. And she just like kind of walks away in like a completely different direction. like to go find a shady, like to go find like a nice pillar to hide behind, and like maybe a little seat and behind a curtain or something, somewhere she's out of the way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And if I need to make a roll here to like disengage.
Sorry, I was roboting.
Yeah. What'd you want to say, X?
I was roboting out there for a second, but I'll go with.
Uh-oh, you're roboting still.
I see that she's away. I'll like follow.
You might have to write it out for us. Yeah, you're definitely gonna have to type it out for us. We can't understand what you're saying. Okay, yeah, we'll come back to you. we'll come back to you. The awkward situation. Extricating yourself. The extrication would have to do with Hanilla basically goading X and being like, "Oh hey, you're leaving your ward alone. You can't let that happen, can you?" That seems mighty irresponsible of you to do. But we'll get to that. On the actual we'll switch over to Miss Etok.
Yeah.
So, what, Miss Etok, you know, you're a socialite. You're all about what you wear here. Mm-hmm. What are you wearing this time?
What would like a high roller wear? I'm dressed like a high roller.
Okay. Probably for you, really fancy dress, jewelry, like.
Well, I will definitely mark my fine clothes and jewelry then, which doesn't count for load because it's italicized.
Mm-hmm. It's not. It's very useful.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm dressed to the nines. I think I have my hair down also.
Oh, okay.
Which makes me slightly less recognizable because I feel like Yuki, Miss Etok, she's very particular about like not just her style, but the way she presents herself to the media. Mm-hmm. So her like having her like her brown hair down makes her stand out less as like, oh, that's the mover star Yuki Etok. Instead it's just like, oh, that's an attractive wealthy lady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you probably have like a few accessories on you, like you have like a pocket for your cigarette, like your silver cigarette holder or whatever, that kind of thing. Yeah, you have those types of accessories on you as well. You have accessorized quite a bit.
Yes. Oh yeah.
What color is your dress?
Silver.
Yeah, I like it. Shimmery.
Yes. It's like sequined up and stuff.
Right, cool.
Or beaded or something.
Yeah, I don't think I described what Shay was wearing. No. Shay's wearing they're wearing a suit. They have gone with red with a blue waistcoat. And it has like the suit, like the inside of the suit has a blue outline. So it looks like the waistcoat's kind of exploding out of it.
Okay.
Yeah, and they're like they're getting a little frustrated with the fact that this roulette table is just not doing it for them. But this is their favorite dealer to have at this roulette table, so they're not gonna leave.
Yeah. So I think I approach from like the other side of the table, so it doesn't seem like I'm approaching Shay specifically.
Right.
I don't know, because like I don't have any money, but obviously
you will have
in this is like different than having pocket change to gamble.
Yeah, I think for this you made sure you had the like requisite high roller money to do this. Like there's you have something to do this so you can be at the high roller table.
Yeah.
You gathered it up. Like if you had to do this again, you probably would have to do like a couple of rolls to ensure that you had this money, or like go and get a loan. But for this,
or tick off my fine bribe, maybe.
Yes, fine bribe, perfect. There you go. You bribed your way into getting a hell of a lot of chips.
Okay, so I come to the table. I want to like watch for a minute just to see, because I'm not a gambler. So I just kind of watch for a minute, and people like, I don't know if they take notice of me. I'm like looking at all the different players and watching how they gamble.
Yeah, there are a few people at this table. There's like another person who definitely looks like another higher up corporate type. He's like he's like betting a lot. Like he just doesn't care what the actual thing. He's just like, put everything on black, put everything on red.
Make it rain. Make it rain.
Yeah, he's just like going all out. He's got money for days. And then there's a woman here who's probably probably a rich foreigner, who's like doing very conservative, but still like high roller betting. Shay is doing like, Shay is looking at the odds. Like they're very specific about what the odds are for each of these things, and they're very particular about that. And they're like, okay. And of course, roulette, it's like red and black and green, but like there are like they looking at the specific numbers and how that's going.
Yeah, and you can also bet like, I know, odds or evens as well.
Exactly.
So I think I study how Shay is betting specifically.
Okay.
So that way I can bet in like a similar manner, and then maybe get their attention that way.
Yeah, if you wanna study their habits, you can totally. That sounds like something that you could totally do. Yeah, let's do some study. I think it's just risky standard. Like, I don't think there's anything particularly bad here, but of course there could be like the primary consequence, of course, is them noticing you and being like, "What are you doing?" And they have bodyguards, so.
I'm willing to hear a devil's bargain.
Ooh. The devil's bargain, I think, is that one of the other players at the table is going to take notice, and they're going to take a particular interest in you and probably interfere with what you're doing, essentially.
I don't want anyone interfering.
Yeah.
Because that's. I'm just gonna push myself.
Okay.
For an extra die.
Yeah.
Okay, come on, 2020. Give me better rolls, please. 5.
Cool. All right. Yeah, you figure out pretty quickly like what their betting patterns are, what Shay's betting patterns are, and what they do. They very much usually do odds and evens. They don't usually do like just red or black, because they're trying to get more money out of this, and they're just having a terrible time because somebody has rigged the table. Somebody has rigged the table. The consequence here, let's see. Complication, reduced effect. I can't think of like a good actual complication for this. I think the complication is you start running out of money as well. Because you have to actually like be part of the game in order to study this, and so you're like, crap, I might run out of money before I can like get them to run out of money. Well, the corporate guy over there is gonna run out of money at some point. He's just gonna leave. But
okay, so it's basically like a tick on a clock. I run out of money or something.
Let me actually let's make a clock. I think it's gonna be a 4 clock. Like it's a short clock of like
I mean I don't have a lot of money. That's kind of why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's gonna be 2 because it's risky. 2 ticks on this. You run out of money clock, which you can resist to make it just.
What would I resist with?
Let me think. What could you resist with? Deception or understanding or mental strain or willpower. I think insight makes the most sense.
Nope, I will just let myself run out of money.
Okay, so
actually no, I have 2 pips in it. That would be 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll resist it. Why not?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see resist. Right, let me put it over here.
1 stress.
All right, you only take 1 stress. You are starting to run out of money, but you are aware. You're aware of it. You're like, oh, okay. I need to be careful about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Shay is getting closer and closer to running out of money.
Okay.
They will run out of money eventually. It depends on what your next action is, basically.
Okay, so now that I've watched how they bet, my next action is going to be to place a bet that's in a similar style to them in an effort to like get their attention or maybe like impress them like, oh, hey, you kind of know what you're doing too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I like that. How are you going about it?
Like what action am I using or
yes, what action are you using?
I assume finagle.
Okay.
I'm trying to change his attitude.
Okay.
Me.
Yeah, because it could also be schmooze because schmooze is making a good impression on somebody. But
finagle.
Finagle? Okay. Yeah. I mean, you are trying to change it. It's just being like, oh, because obviously they didn't notice you before.
Yeah, and it's definitely more of like a manipulative thing, not like as much of a charming thing.
Right, of course. I think currently you have for this, because there aren't that many like real consequences for this of them noticing and being like, I'm impressed with you. Controlled,
okay.
Standard.
Eyes on me gives me +1 effect to impress.
Okay, then again, controlled, great.
And does this count as passing me off as someone who belongs there?
I think so, because you're trying to do the high roller thing and be like, I think you can pass yourself.
Okay, so then I also get 1 die from that.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, because you're definitely trying to pass yourself off of somebody who plays these games and knows how this works, as well as being a high roller.
Yeah, okay. As always, willing to listen to a devil's bargain.
Okay.
Golden had a suggestion earlier.
Which is you win something you don't want.
Yeah.
What that would be, I don't know, but
fair enough.
Yeah. Because this is a casino, like the thing you're gonna win at a casino is probably money. So
what if it's like one of those stupid like promotional things? Like,
oh, it could be.
And then like, yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Or I win more admirers and attention than I want.
I think, no, people start gathering around you.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, I'll take that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. People are like, you're on a hot streak. That's basically what it is you start getting on a hot streak and they're like, oh.
Yeah.
All right, so great effect, and I have 2 bonus dice, 1 for Dress to Belong and 1 for my Devil's Bargain.
Okay, sounds good.
Lots of 4s.
Lots of 4s.
4s is a win. 4s. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, 4s is a win, and the important thing is you're trying to get for them to get a good impression.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess let's see. Let's look at a good complication. I think it's less effective than you want it to be, is what it's going to be. Yeah, it's like they are obviously impressed, but they're not like going heads over heels being like, tell me how you're doing this type of thing. They're like, game recognize game.
They're just not sexually attracted to you.
I mean, I never said that.
And you don't know how to handle that.
We'll see about that.
Yeah, they haven't started really talking yet. It's kind of just been like a head nods and like, I see what you're doing there type of thing. But you're not gonna the clock does not advance for you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm if I resisted that, would that be a resolve resist?
Yes.
I'm going to resist that.
Because this is a willpower thing of like,
yeah,
get it together.
I clear stress.
Ah, you clear stress. Cool. Yeah. Then it's gonna be great effect. They're like they pass they get their bodyguard to give you a note.
Is it like written on a napkin?
Yeah, it's written on a napkin. It's like, meet me at the bar in like 10 minutes.
Okay, I make a show of like looking at that, and then I make like very deliberate eye contact with them and kind of do like a head tilt.
Yeah, they're just like, and they continue, and you continue going. You're not gonna run out of money for now.
Okay.
Which is good.
because,
because this could go very poorly. Yeah, I think we'll go back to Anna. Anna and X.
Yeah. How's your robot situation?
Am I clear now?
Yeah, you're clear. Yeah, we're back.
All right. All right. Cool. Let's do this. Okay. So, I'm at the table with Hanilla, and I'm just like looking at him, and I'm like, so, you play Pai Sho often?
Every once in a while. It's not exactly my game, but I've gotten more and more into it lately.
There's actually an interesting spot that I just recently discovered to play Pai Sho at, actually.
Oh, dude, you gonna tell me what it is?
Well, how about this? You beat me in this game, and I'll tell you. And if I beat you, you tell me what a little bit more about what you've been up to.
You know what? I'll take that bet. Let's do it.
All right.
Yeah.
Here's how I plan on doing this.
Please do tell me. I want to know.
I've watched my roommate play Pai Sho a couple of times, and I'm almost certain that they've given me the basics of it.
Yeah, Jeremy has given you the basics. She's just been like, yeah, this is generally how you play. Like, she's given you like, these are the great strategies to do, but she's like, yeah, here are the basics so we can play together sometime.
All right. I've only ever played Pai Sho with Jeremy, who I am standing is a Pai Sho genius in my eyes.
In your eyes, yeah. I don't know how good she actually is, but
she won me a lot of money, so she's a genius in my front. So I'm planning to do this, and I will spend an extra stress if should need to remember how exactly Jeremy plays and copy her movements.
God, how do you do winning this game?
So I also did a little background research on Pai Sho.
I guess what action do you want to do in order to win this Pai Sho game?
It also sounds like that you were gunning for a flashback to set yourself up.
Yeah.
Sound like that.
Okay. Yeah. Let's let's do a flashback. That sounds like a flash. Like, you set yourself up last time being like, I'm gonna go to this Pai Sho parlor and like do this. So I think it costs like one stress flashback for this. I think it sounds like you want to do a study. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, we'll study. The study itself is controlled, standard. The biggest consequence is you don't remember. So. Which isn't the worst thing, because you remember how the game works. It's just how Jeremy plays. All right. So for controlled consequence,
what I get?
You got a 5.
Oh, yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, you did pretty good. So the thing that's gonna happen is you remember bits and pieces of her strategy. You won't be able to like if you were doing it. I'm comparing this to chess because it's my easiest thing. Like, you remember how to do like how the 5-move checkmate works, but most people know what that is. But you don't know how like the names of some of these maneuvers, but you don't remember exactly how they work and how you set yourself up for it.
Like, in comparison to Hanilla, like, do I win?
We'll see. This is a setup action. This is giving yourself
setup. Got it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So
this is giving yourself either better effect or better position, which I think is better effect in this case. You're just like, I want to win against Hanilla.
I really do.
Yeah. So for this one, what action are you doing to play against him? What are you?
I'm going to do. Gosh, I guess the only. Would Tangle be able to do this?
I wouldn't be great at it. It would probably not be great because Tangle is brawling and wrestling and that kind of thing. But you could try, I guess.
I don't want to beat him up. I guess study would be the only thing because
you could do shadow. Shadowing is employing subtle misdirection or sleight of hand.
Oh, yes, I would like to do shadow, please.
Okay, then yeah, totally.
Or what about bend? Isn't that empathizing? So you can try to use that to like feel his moves before.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yep, bend is also good. Eyeball also. Yeah, eyeball could also work. It just depends on how you're going about it, basically. Oh. X.
I'm gonna use bend to kind of like. I'm gonna use bend to kind of like maneuver around and get this going. So yeah, I'll do bend.
Oh yeah, cool. Position's risky. Your effect is going to be great because you set yourself up for this. Yeah, risky great.
Normally I would want to listen to a devil's bargain, but no.
Okay. Yes, apparently you've angered the broadband benders. The broadbenders even. Oh! The beast!
But you did not anger RNGesus. So that's 3 6s, which is more than 2 6s, which is a crit. So
the sign of the
that's
beast.
extreme effect, yeah.
Yeah, that's extreme effect.
Heck yes.
You crushed him.
You destroy Hanilla. You actually there is a strategy you remember from Jeremy that you're like, I don't remember this part, but you get to it and you're like, I know what to do, and you just crush him.
Wow.
Yeah. I think you're actually gonna get some money out of this. Like there are people around who are betting on this, and you get some of the profit from it. I'm gonna check how much like money you might be able to get out of this because you definitely get a little bit. Let me look at coin.
All it needed was just some bad internet connection, and luck was on my side.
Yeah, I think you get because this is also like a high rolling place. I think you get 4 coin out of this. It's a lot of money that you get out of this.
Worth it.
So I was already at 2 coin.
Mm-hmm. Oh, you were carrying money. Oh, okay.
So you could take 2 and put 2 into stash?
Yeah, you could make it. You could just be like 2 of it was actual money and 2 of it was like somebody's
like gold watch and
yeah, exactly.
Or the other option would be I was gonna say you could also give 1 to your friends who brought you along, but you don't have to.
Yeah, depends on what you want to do.
I'm gonna do that actually. I'm gonna do that.
All right, cool. Yeah, so X you get 2 coin and the rest you get 1 coin.
That's so sweet of you. Thank you.
Yep.
I picture X bringing this over to Anna, and Anna just like looking at it, frowning, and then shoving it into the money into one of her many pockets, just like okay.
Yep. But yeah, you crush this game, and Hanilla's gonna have a fairly it's like, wow, you are a lot better at this than I thought you were. And he's just gonna be like, you know what? We have a deal. I'll tell you what I'm doing. So yeah. And he is not going to question where Anna is or anything because he's like, I'm way too focused with this game and doing this. Oh yeah, Anna, what are you doing?
What am I doing? Well, I went and disappeared and basically went into a position where I could back up as Yuki, and I guess I don't need to. So, but I've just kind of been in ready position, you know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah. And the thing even though Yuki's doing pretty well on her own, Shay still has those bodyguards. And there's still there are also a bunch of people who have clustered around Yuki. and are like, it's a hot streak, and maybe be keeping her there instead of the thing she needs to go to, and like maybe have some hangers on. So you could deal with that, perhaps. Okay.
It would be helpful.
I know I promised I wouldn't blow anything up, but to be fair, I was referring to the workshop and not just anything.
Mm-hmm.
So, I want to use my remote train to make a screw loose, so the table falls apart or something really great like that.
Oh gee, okay, sure, yeah.
Like the table falls over.
Holy shit!
And that way I can get all of my stuff out of the way so no one can see what I did. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. How are you going about this? What action you doing?
Maybe it's shadow.
That sounds about right, because you're trying to do this unseen.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So shadow.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Shadow.
Oh jeez. Making the table fall apart. Yeah, and people just clear away.
Yeah.
Risky, limited, because it's a group of people. It's a decently sized group, and also these tables aren't really usually prone to falling apart.
They're not.
No, not unless you unscrew them.
I was gonna say, are you trying to make the whole table fall apart, or just the wheel?
In my original vision, it was just the wheel, but then I was
if it's just the. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think just the wheel, it's.
Yeah, if it's just the wheel, then yeah, I think standard, where it's just
sure.
Yeah, this is something that could be, but.
It's highly unlikely, but possible.
Yeah, it's possible.
Theoretically possible.
There's a reason they bring technicians to fix these things.
If I need to talk my way out of this, I do have the exact power that will allow me to pass off an insane probability as real. So
yes, you do.
Let's do this.
Alrighty.
That's 6.
That's a 6. Alrighty, yeah. So
no problem. Everything's
you do
fine.
exactly what you take the remote control and you press the big red button on the remote control.
Yep.
And the roulette wheel is spinning slowly, and it goes faster and faster, and it spins out of its thing, and it goes flying to that corporate man who's at the side, and he's able to jump out of the way, but it goes flying off, and the dealer's just what is going on? Everybody else is just freaking out about that, but it allows Yuki to extricate herself. As well as Shay, because Shay was I'm going. It's done. I'm out of money.
I grab my chips and I put them away and I go to the bar.
All right, yeah.
To meet with Shay.
Yeah, so Shay's bodyguards sit at a table near the bar. They're not at the bar with them, but they're by themselves with the bodyguards. They bought themselves a drink, and you sit down. They order a drink for you.
Okay.
So who do I have the pleasure of meeting?
Oh shit, I need an alias. Hold on. Names. I'll come up with something. Hold on.
Yeah. I mean, I have the list here for Water Tribe names if you'd like one.
I will go with Amka.
Okay, you write that down. I mean, you don't have to write it down for yourself, but
AMKA.
AMK, cool. Amka, yeah.
My name is Amka. Pleasure to meet you. You seem like you, even though you had a spot of bad luck, you did quite well with at least your strategy.
I'm glad somebody recognizes that. I'm Shay, by the way.
A pleasure.
And takes your hand. Well, I haven't seen you around here before.
We're in Midtown, right?
Yeah, Midtown.
Are there gambling establishments in uptown or downtown?
Yeah, they're not as populous as Midtown, but they exist. Okay. And there's the other place that probably high rollers would go to with the Mose Coast, because the Mose Coast is the Hamptons of Republic City.
Okay, then I think I say yes. Usually I'm up in the Mose Coast.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't get out there much, really. I'm more of a city person.
Well, the city does have its charms.
It does. So, I'm happy that you were brought here tonight, but I feel that there's something else here. Something else. Yes. Perhaps, I mean, was it not intentional that you sat at my table?
I just kind of tilt my head, a little smile, little shoulder thing. Like, I don't say anything, but.
I'm not a big believer in coincidence, I'm going to be honest. Comes with the line of work that I do.
Oh, what is it that you do?
I'm the head of a security company, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah, and they produce from inside their suit jacket a business card.
I'll take
it's Shay, Endeavor Security, and it has like the downtown office address and a phone number. It's like I created this security company not too long ago, and well, I'm very proud of what I do, but I'm here right now, so.
Any big clients you can boast?
Oh, a few. The biggest is Future Industries, but
I feel that is impressive.
Yes, I've met the big man himself there a couple of times, but haven't had too much trouble there. I'm not exactly Zhao Lu or anything like that. It'd be a bit much for me, but I
well,
do.
Not yet, anyway.
You're too kind. Yes. Well, regardless, I'm happy that you're here. I wouldn't miss the world for this. It's us bringing us together tonight, bringing us together. After
all right, so I need to turn the conversation somehow to I need to drill this guy for information.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%.
As a player, I don't know how to role play that, so that's why.
You totally can be like, I do that. Like you can just like exactly. you could direct your stance like I'm gonna like drive in that direction. Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yeah. So I basically want to try to find out, by flirting with him and drinking with him, right, if he will admit to doing anything a little bit shady to try to drum up business.
I think they can be convinced. It's just a question of like how you're gonna do it. Okay. We still have that runs out of money clock for a reason.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah. But
didn't me giving her some at least help with that clock or something?
No, this is like there's time and space in between this basically, and the coin is different from There's basically a designated amount, and she could put that coin forward as collateral basically if she's like
if I need to go buy more chips, maybe I could use the coin.
Yeah, but for the purpose of this clock, it's not. It sounds like you're gonna finagle this.
Yes,
that's what it sounds like to me. Okay, I figured.
I get an extra die because we're flirting.
Yeah, big flirtation, and they are returning your flirtation. So
that's fine.
Yeah.
Let's see.
And they
am I still trying to pass myself off as someone who belongs here?
Are you?
I am trying to because I give a fake name and stuff.
Then yeah, I think so. Yeah. They're definitely going to they definitely ask you like, what do you do at some point, and you'll be like, you do something that's like appropriately rich and is not Mover Star because they might recognize you.
Yeah, I feel like I pretend like I'm in a family that have inherited wealth. And
old money. Okay. Yeah.
So it's like I come from money. I probably have learned how to like manage the estate, and I do like something finance related.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So that's finagle +2. Am I still trying to impress him is the question.
I don't know. Are you?
I mean, I am, but I don't know if that factors into this role.
I think they
can. Are y'all still gambling?
I think they can still be impressed by you, especially because you're like, I'm old money. Like again, they put forward that like I don't believe in coincidence, so there's something like there where they're like, show me what you got, basically.
Okay. Then yeah.
So I think there's still risk here. Like the part of the risk is, of course, you having to buy them drinks and stuff like that. So running out of money clock. But yeah. So this is gonna be with your additional effect. Risky, great.
Okay. Risky, great. 2 bonus dice. Come on. 5s. I'll take 5s.
5s. Okay. So we're gonna increase that clock. You need to.
By
you need
how
to,
much?
2. It's not gonna run out now, but you can resist that if you'd like.
Would I be resisting with resolve again?
Yes, I think so.
I think it's worth it.
Okay.
I agree.
Hey, that's a 6. All right, so you only get 1 tick on this clock.
Okay.
But yeah, so you're trying to drill them for information, which you succeed in doing. They eventually get to a point where they're like telling you about their business, and they do get to a point where they're like, we were I don't know how much you're talking about this, but I don't know. I feel comfortable with you on this. We are contracted by well, Future Industries to deal with a few. I don't know how they put this, but they're basically like, yeah, we went and raided a few places, basically. We were hired to raid a few places by Future Industries.
Huh, okay.
That's what we were looking for, information-wise.
Yep. I mean, you got you got the success, so.
Yes, okay. So, how comfortable does Shay seem with that?
They're like they're conflicted. They're like they obviously didn't do it themselves. They sent people to, like what, because obviously they're a manager, and two because they're like, this was a really odd request and it seemed a bit one-off and kind of out there. So they're like, I did it because I'm getting paid to do it, but I don't know how I feel about it.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. They are one of your biggest clients. It's not like you could say no.
Yes, that's the big issue. As much as I would like to know that I would be comfortable with other clients, they are my largest client, and so.
Did they give you any reason why? That's such a strange ask for a security company.
Apparently, it has something to do with some assets they seem to be moving around or something like that. They seem to. I think they're creating a new department or something. I'm not really sure. There's some. Future Industries has been having some financial issues, mostly due to, I assume you've heard about what Cabbage Corp is.
Of course. I mean, I'm certainly in the know on that.
Yeah, so I think it has. Yeah. You're just like, oh, of course, and you're like, no, I have no idea what you're talking about. They're like,
but keep talking.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, something along those lines. I'm not really sure, but if you, I feel like they're trying to get leverage or blackmail or something. I don't know. Like, we have all the things that all the contraband. I mean, I don't really need it. I'm a security company. I'm not a bank.
So what are they going to have you do with it? Just hold it until whoever they had you take it from gets it back, or what's the idea?
That's, as far as I know, that's the case. I haven't gotten any orders or any requisition or anything on that one. So
that's such a strange. It's just very strange.
It's very strange. So,
well, security contract work sounds very interesting.
It is. It is lots of high stakes and action involved in that one. I kind of like those detectives that were on the news recently. Oh, really? I know them pretty well.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, I've been friends with them. I mean, I'm not friends. I've known them for a while. I knew one of their members for a long time, and like they put their arms up, and of course you see again the Red Monsoons tattoos.
Yeah, I definitely pick up on that body language. Yeah. Like, oh, this is why I know them. And yeah. I didn't have any idea I have no idea that Casca is a former Red Monsoon member.
Yeah,
so I'm just
exactly.
Like, okay, who is that?
Yeah, and it's like, I know them pretty well. I think I saw one of them here earlier, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Perhaps you've seen the news. X.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Well, I think I saw them here. I think they're like, looks around just like, I swear I saw them here. I guess
not. Hiding right behind like a beam.
You just walk behind a beam right when they look, and then go out the other side right when they go back. It's like, I swear I saw them here. I guess not. Well, I would love to say hi to them if they're around, but I guess not. I hope you've hired them for this case. They're quite good.
What do you mean?
They're very competent.
what would I have any reason to hire anyone for?
Well, if you need them in the future, if you hire them.
Well, I will keep the recommendation in mind.
Yes. Yeah, and I think we fade out on like y'all flirting more to each other.
Sure.
But yeah, you have this information, and the fact that Shay has not come through with holding all this stuff. They're just like, I don't want this. So
we have a couple of options.
Mm-hmm.
We beat up Shay.
I don't think. I feel like if I can lure Shay out back,
mm-hmm.
we could probably have X do some like, all right, you're gonna give that back.
Yeah, you can totally do that.
We have the option of trying to figure out where their warehouse is and just getting it ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like we should actually go up against. We shouldn't like contact Future Industries. We should handle this before it gets to that point.
Yeah, I think that's fair, and I think that's fair and reasonable on that one.
Okay.
So what about you? I feel like I'm gonna maybe when he's ordering more drinks or something, when he's not paying attention, I want to write something on a napkin and then just kind of like slide it casually aside towards where I've noticed Anna and like not looking at her, like I glance and I slide it over towards her and I just kind of let it go as like an indication of like, go grab this, we're gonna do a thing.
Okay. Yeah.
And basically the note is I'm going to get him in the back alley. Meet me out there with X.
Yeah. Yeah. And
no problem.
You get this note. It's not a problem. Like they have not. Shay has not noticed you. They're not like the bodyguards like are focused on Yuki, and you have not approached Shay, so they're not like danger sense. But yeah. You get this, and you get the message, and you could find X pretty easily because they're not.
I'm a master of disguise.
You know what Hanilla looks like, so you can find X. Yeah. So you have this message.
I'm still just talking mad mess to Hanilla.
Yeah, you come in and Hanilla's like, yeah, the school's going really well. I've gotten a lot of students recently. I mean, they're studying our style.
Oh, our style. It's our style now.
It always has been.
Again, so out of character. Hanilla's actually a good guy.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Oh, he's just your rival. It's fine.
Oh, I just assumed that you just borrowed it and planning to not tell anybody where you got it from.
Jen, why are you like this?
It is X, like the letter, which is in the alphabet. Don't ask me where in the alphabet, but it's there.
Yeah, Anna, I think you roll up to them at this time.
Okay, yeah. And I'm like, are you done talking to your mean friend? Because we got a thing to do, right?
You know what? You're right. Hanilla, you stink. I'm gonna go hang out with my cooler friends.
He just shrugs, just like, all right, if you want to.
And I shout to his friend, by the way, Hanilla used to wet the bed and have to sleep.
Hanilla just puts his head in his hand, just like, oh, X.
X, why are you like this?
X, why are you like this? But yeah, he turns around and acts like you were never here.
Yes, good.
All inside, I'm like, I won that one. I won the
Uh-huh.
Yep, you tell yourself that is what he's thinking.
It's a question. Is Shay cute? If an actor was to play Shay, who would it be?
That's a harder question for me because I'm terrible at doing that kind of thing. I'm terrible at face claims. Who would play Shay? Because it would be somebody androgynous. It'd be somebody who's fairly androgynous.
Okay.
Michael Cera.
No, that's not Shay's energy at all. Is the problem? I don't have a good face claim, but sure, yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then basically, I want to get Shay in the back alley, and we make out some before X shows up.
that is something you can totally do. Does not require relic or anything. They are down for that.
Okay.
Good.
It's like a whisper, like, "Hey, let's ditch your guys and go out back," and
Right. Yeah.
They can stand by the door. It's fine.
Yeah. I think that's what they tell them. Is just like, fellas, stand by the door. We'll be back in a little bit.
And you guys can go around. It's fine.
Yep. Yeah. So you're in this back alley making out with Shay.
Yep.
When your friends show up.
Yep.
Guess the
we
question
show
of
up, it's totally fine.
Who notices first is the question, I guess.
I mean, I think you guys are gonna notice.
Oh, I make a U-turn, like, oh, my bad.
And Anna just like grabs your like elbow or something and like turns you back around and is like, no, I'm pretty sure this is who we're here for.
Oh, that's the one.
And she just kind of.
I think I noticed you guys at this point, and I'm like, oh, Shay, I want you to meet some of my friends.
Hey, Shay.
Shay stops. Is like, just like. Oh.
I'm afraid I haven't been entirely honest with you.
I should have known. I was right about not being coincidence.
Not at all.
Turns around.
You may recognize me as Yuki Itok.
And that's the moment where they're just like, oh, son of a bitch.
It's like, on one hand, I just made out with a mover star. On the other hand, we were hired to steal from her.
Yep.
And she found us.
And on the third hand, X looks pissed.
Yep, exactly. It's just like, they're just like, oh, shit.
I want my things back.
Well, this is a little bit more complicated now, isn't it?
No, it's pretty easy. You give her stuff back, I don't beat you up.
I feel like we could roll on that to see if they're sufficiently intimidated.
And Yuki's like, you know what? Actually, X does make sense. It is quite straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah, let's. I want to see a command because this is definitely. I unless you're gonna try something else, this sounds like a command to me.
Okay. I'm gonna help out my command, but I might have to do a roll before a roll. I'm going to punch a hole in the wall with my fist.
I think this is part. If you want to spend your stress to help yourself, you can do that. I don't think there's going to be a separate roll involved.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Okay. Yeah, spend 2 stress to help yourself. Oh, I should tell you position effect for this. This is going to be risky. You'll see why if consequences come up. And the effect is standard because you have you have them surrounded.
I'm helping because I'm helping.
Yeah, you were like, this is very simple. What are you talking about?
All right, 2 bonus dice. Let's do it.
Yeah.
That's a pass.
That is a 4. Yeah. This could have gone really badly because
Good enough.
Good enough. Yeah, you slam the wall. The problem with the wall slam is, of course, that alerts their bodyguards.
Good.
Yeah.
Can I resist that?
Yeah, sure. How are you gonna resist that?
Okay. So maybe I like once I'm like X has got this under control. I like slip into the door, and I want to like basically pull those guys away from the door. Like I'm. Oh God, I'm real bad at all of these things. I'm just a little lost girl who needs some help.
Idea. Jam the door so they can't go through.
That makes way too much sense, actually. No, I'm way
Play
better
your
at that.
strengths, girl.
No, thank you.
I mean, this is going to be a
didn't think of this.
This is a resistable regardless, but yes.
Yeah, like I want to just like take out a little shim and like wedge the door shut. That's way better.
This is gonna be prowess, I guess. No, insight.
Sure.
Insight.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we find out if I trauma out.
Don't trauma out.
See. Let's find out. Let's find out.
Yep, I trauma out.
Okay.
It's cool.
Yeah, you barricade the door with your body.
I mean, I barricade myself on the wrong side of the door.
Perfect. Yeah, the bodyguards are
that's the way the door opens. Is I have to go inside, and then I like kick a little shim into there. The bodyguards are like, "What's up?" And I'm like,
yeah, but you've got the bodyguards occupied. Yeah, okay, but cool. you succeeded, and put their hands up. They're like, all right. I get it. You don't have to threaten me that hard, X. Jeez. As I was explaining to your friend here, Miss Etalk, I don't want this stuff. I've been hired to do this. You understand that, right?
Nope.
Well,
I do understand.
Thank you. Here's how we can do this. We can make these things go missing. It can happen. It's not, again, they're not going to go and inspect my warehouse to see if they actually have this stuff. I sign it out. No one's going to question. It's my company. Does it sound good to y'all?
I mean, the client's happiness comes first for me.
That sounds acceptable.
Good. Meet tomorrow, my office. Industrial sector. It ain't at the downtown side.
Whoa. Why can't we do this right now, though?
I don't have the paperwork with me, X.
But, like, how do I know you're not going to do some weird, like, mind trick, and then all of a sudden we're going to fight 5 other people?
It's just like...
Because, X, I'm certain you could take 5 other people as well.
Shay's just like, X, you know I'm a person of my word, right? I didn't go legit for nothing. You really want to ask Casca about it?
No, I don't want to ask Casca.
Then just trust that I'm gonna be at my office and we're gonna get this resolved, huh?
Don't do anything or I will punch you.
Oh, I believe it. And look, I would love to practice my bending again. I haven't been able to do it that much recently, okay?
All right.
What time tomorrow?
11.
Can we do 12? That's too early for me. I'm tired.
I have to do it before lunch break, otherwise things are going to be real suspicious.
We'll be there.
Good. Like, smooths down their jacket. Just like, all right, anyway, I'm going to head back inside to see if my bodyguards are there, and we'll get this all resolved, okay?
Yeah, the door doesn't open.
Yeah, that's going to be the awkward thing. Like, they go to the door, it doesn't open, just like,
I suppose we'll have to...
You locked the door?
I suppose we'll have to go around. And I take his arm.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, kind of like a no hard feelings. You're still cute.
Yeah.
I'm sorry I had to go this way, but
yeah,
also.
He's just like, all right. And, like, puts a hand on your arm. Just like, okay, let's head out.
I follow like a few feet behind, hands in pocket, just looking grumbly.
Yeah. I probably should have mentioned this earlier, and this was going to be another one of the consequences. Shay's a waterbender.
Yes, I see that.
Yeah. Probably from the Red Monsoons thing. Shay's a waterbender.
Yeah.
Not even surprised.
Yeah. So if that was going to happen, it was just going to be like, oh yeah, I'm just going to fucking ice bend at you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
Well, anyway, we're good.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much like if y'all just follow through, like go to the office the next day and sign all the stuff, like you can get her stuff back.
Yay.
Like Shay said, Shay is a person of their word. They're gonna do this because like that was something in the triads is like if you're not a person of your word, you're nothing.
Sure, yeah.
Very strong belief for them.
Eye rolls.
Am I going to be able to pay the crew since I said I would pay if we got our stuff?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, let's figure out what you might be able to pay them job-wise. Let's see. Liquidating. Hold on. I got to go to my downtime thing. Downtime.
Yes, why do you do that 1 second?
Alrighty. Oh wait, it's in the blades thing because I didn't actually write it here. It's fine. This is fine. Payoff.
Yeah, I totally forgot about Casca having the free helps.
Yes, you had the free helps. I forgot about that too.
Oh gosh, so many times we could have free helped and we didn't.
You only had, you only had 2 of them to be fair, but yeah.
But
that one was my bad for misremembering.
I mean, I don't think any of us remembered.
No,
so...
I only just remembered now because I'm like, man, Casca's gonna be so proud of us for getting this done without them. And I'm like, oh wait, Casca could have helped us.
Right.
I think this being like you personally doing it, you personal job for coin.
That's what I was thinking too. So maybe one each.
Yeah, 1 each.
So it's like 3 coin to them, and then I get a coin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. I'm so rich now.
You and me both.
For a college student.
Yep. All that money.
I took the Trauma Reckless.
Okay.
Perfect.
Good. Great.
I love it when destructive characters take Reckless. It's my favorite thing.
I mean, why wouldn't
I? It's good.
Okay. Heat. Oh, also rep. Y'all get. So rep, it's 2 plus rep per tier higher of the target. So Future Industries is tier 3. But y'all are tier 1, so you got 4 rep.
Cool.
4 rep.
Cool.
Yeah. If you keep the operation completely quiet so no one knows about it. Oh, people know about this. Let's
it's fine.
see. Heat. Anything you do is witnessed. All right. I'm between I feel like it's smooth and quiet. Like this was like not much happened. The cops are a little bit suspicious that y'all were in the like trying to do their job for them, but
it's my apartment. I can have whoever I want.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, I think it's 0 like I think it's 0 heat, and then Shay themselves was like a well-connected target. So it'd be 1 heat. Minus I think it's minus this being a legitimate case. So you don't take any heat. Good job.
Nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Also, do we get the +2 coin for our branch office?
Yes, you do, because it's an investigation job. So yeah, you get.
Let's put it in the crew. I'll put 2 coin in the crew for now.
Sweet.
Yeah. Thank you for remembering your turf.
X, we all got a coin for this mission, so you can put it in your stash.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
I gotta spend some of the stuff.
Or put it in stash.
Put it in your stash.
Well, my coin is already full, and now I have 4 stash.
Good.
Stash is good. You want stash.
You do. You want stash. Okay. Let's do some XP because we are already over time.
Yes, let's do some XP. I have one more thing I have to do, which is entanglements.
Yes.
I have to roll entanglements because I've been rolling those openly.
I'm gonna mark a coin for Casca so we don't forget.
Your heat is at 6, so you got the bad ones right now.
Yes.
A01. 2. Okay. Oh, it's the same as last time. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out how that manifests. / y'all need to freaking lower your heat so I can get different entanglements.
I mean,
how much does it cost to lower our heat?
It's a downtime action.
Downtime actions, yeah.
Okay.
So we'll be doing that next time.
Or I need to get your heat high enough so you get a 1 level.
Nope. Nope. I don't want it.
All right, let's do XP now. Starting with the crew.
Okay.
All right. Did you execute a successful investigation, espionage, or robbery?
Yes.
Yes, you did. Did you contend with challenges above your current station?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you did. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
We're principled.
I mean, we did kind of play on the guy's principles. So I feel like we did bolster it.
Yeah, okay. I'm done with that.
But I don't know. Does seducing a target, is that going to change our reputation?
I mean, is it? I don't know. I think currently, like, I think for this current job, it was very much a case of you were the client.
Yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
If you stay with us, then maybe.
Yeah, I would like to.
Brooks?
When I beat Hanilla, did that help us out at all, crew-wise?
I guess it's maybe contending with challenges above your current station. I think it's definitely not reputation-wise.
Okay, but that's still another.
Yeah, that's another one.
Okay, cool.
Did we express the goals, drives, inner conflict, or essential nature of the crew?
I feel like we did that multiple times.
I think you did. It sounds like it.
Hey, guess what? We get another advance.
Yeah, everybody gets 3 stash as well.
Nice.
Cool.
Because that's been something I think I may have been forgetting to say as well. So
much stash.
Yeah,
stash is good.
We forgot to do that like the first couple of times we ranked up.
Yeah, I think so. So y'all should have a lot more stash.
I'm gonna mark 3 stash for Casca as well.
Thank you.
Yeah, so y'all also have an advance.
Yep.
Awesome.
Which we can figure out what to do with next time. Oh,
I
actually,
think
no, we're gonna put it into determined.
Yeah.
Yep.
Let's do that now.
Do it now. Yep. Perfect.
Awesome. So all of you have +1 stress box.
I will.
We'll figure out how to put that on the sheets later.
I know how to do it.
Okay, cool. Then since you're going to be working, we'll start with Yuki Itak. Let's go through your XP.
No desperate.
No desperate. Did you address a challenge with charm or influence?
I would say multiple times.
I would say that too. Seducing Shay is definitely a part of it.
Yeah, seducing Shay, getting the detectives in good with the manager in the building. Use my influence there. So
yes. Okay, so yeah, 2 there. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Oh, dang, yes.
background.
Than you. I'm better than you. Believe, background, mover, star. Yeah, like.
Yep. Yep, I love it. Did you struggle with issues from your vice because you don't have any traumas?
I don't believe so. My vice didn't really come up except for the fact that Anna apparently knows me from it, but I don't recognize her. I don't think that counts.
Yeah, I don't think so. So 4 XP.
4. I'll take 4.
Cool. All right, X, you are next.
We in there like swimwear, baby.
Did you address a challenge with force or coercion?
Almost exclusively.
I think coercion mostly, not as much force, but yeah.
What was the
some force with a punch in the wall?
True.
So that's.
I'm gonna look through your. I mean, you can make arguments, at least one definitely for convincing Shay, because that was through intimidation.
Well, that one old guy who I convinced to come with me to read the stuff so I can read it.
Ansu's poor old neighbor who you just strong-armed into helping you.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's 100% coercion. Yeah, so that's 2. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
What about my interaction with the shopkeep lady?
Oh, with Yunso?
Yeah, Yunso.
Yeah, I think a little. Like, I think it could be part of it.
And definitely Hanilla.
Definitely
Your whole
Hanilla.
conversation with Hanilla, like, how's Ren? You seeing Ren?
Yeah. Hanilla.
5 equals Ren.
So yeah, that's definitely part of it. I forgot you still have 2 injuries. I should have looked out for that. It's fine. All right, so yeah, 2 XP for that. Did you struggle with issues from your vice because you don't have a trauma?
Well, I gambled, so I want to.
You did. You gambled hard.
Yeah.
You just did super well with it, but you did gamble.
That could have gone very poorly.
It could have, yeah. Yeah. So I think that's an XP there. So 5.
5. All right. I'm gonna go
nice.
Get a new playbook.
Ooh, playbook advance. Nice.
Okay, and I have finished fixing everybody's stress boxes, so you all have 10 now.
Awesome.
And
Oh, nice. Cool.
I was gonna say, I'm ready to do my XP, and I think we should also do Casca's XP, just so we don't forget about it.
Yes, we'll do that. So let's start with you, Anna. Did you address a challenge with technical skill or ingenuity?
Yes, I did. I did it multiple times.
You did. Holy crap!
That was great. It was a lot of fun. I loved it. Okay, so that's 2. Mm-hmm. Did I express my beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? So, I definitely did in like definitely in the like, so like I know Miss Etok from my past,
Right.
even though she doesn't recognize me. And then also potentially like the complication of Sedna also working at this casino and knowing it was me who fucked up that table.
Yeah, I we gotta come back with that. It's gonna be fun. Did you struggle with issues from your vice? Because you just got a trauma.
I did not struggle with issues from my vice, but I did gain a trauma.
Alrighty.
So
Yep.
I'm gonna just drop that all into playbook.
Alrighty. 5 XP. And
I put my 4 into resolve.
cool.
I want to be better at talking to people.
Casca. Did Casca address a challenge with quick thinking or conspiracy?
Yeah, because it was Casca's idea that it was a security company involved.
Yes. Yeah.
That was quick thinking.
That was very quick thinking. That was fantastic. Yeah, and also, of course, conspiracy through putting everything together
and like coming up with this plan to attack Shay where Shay's weakest.
Yes, for sure.
So I'd say 2 there.
So 2 there. Express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background. Red Monsoons.
Yeah, trying not to get spotted in the paper as well.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
So
issues from their vice or trauma. Their vice is one of their traumas is paranoid. So there's that.
I mean, yeah, I think that came up for sure. Because again, trying to keep out of the paper.
I don't think their vice came up, but the trauma did. Okay, so they have 5 XP.
I'll make an. Oh, you already did.
I made a note. It says gained 5 XP.
Yep,
and then they can assign it however they want.
And that is it for XP.
We did it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I need to figure out how.
We did it, folks.
Literally, the thing you got last time is going to work out because somebody's already called you out and you haven't done anything about it.
Oh yeah, we really should work on that, huh?
We're busy.
It's fine. It's totally fine. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you're definitely not going to have any reporters coming to the office at any point soon about this.
Maybe Anzu can talk to them. Maybe it'll be.
Oh yeah, Anzu and Azumi can show back up if you want.
No, I want to explore more with Yuki, so I'm probably be playing Yuki next week.
Cool.
We'll figure out who I'm playing next week.
Hey, you know what? I don't have to worry about that because I'm not making the overlays.
All secondary characters?
No, maybe. But actually, weren't you saying we're not available next week? See?
I'm not going to be here next week.
Oh, okay.
Turns out we cannot play without a GM, so.
I mean, we could just all get together and role play for 3 hours.
I mean, next week is also
I would love to watch that. I didn't even know about that, but yes.
Oh, the sports ball.
Sports ball.
Oh,
no,
right,
I usually know. I usually know when it's Super Bowl weekend, just not this year. I just knew the Super Bowl was near at some point. That superb owl.
I always forget about it
until
it happens.
Yep.
Okay. But 2 weeks, we'll come back, and then whether I'm Anna or Anzu, we'll figure it out. It's not important.
Yeah, we'll see if our inventing mind returns or if it's our investigative mind. Because it's a fun time.
Anyway, thank you all for coming out. I hope you have a good night. And I'm going to kick it back over to...
Should we do shout-outs?
Oh, shoot. Shout-outs? Is that a thing we do?
Yes.
Sometimes, usually.
Oh, my gosh. I'm so distracted by sports ball. I don't even know what I'm doing. Why don't you start? Since you remembered.
Okay. Sure, yeah. I mean, at least follow me on Twitch.
Please, yes. Follow Estani, please.
Yes.
When I'm not here being a sexy mover star, I have my own Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Estani, where I play a variety of games. So I'm playing basically just RPGs right now, but they're real good. So yeah, if you like Disco Elysium or Baldur's Gate or The Witcher, come hang out on my channel. I also do art on Wednesdays, and I have a Patreon for that, and I also have a store, so buy my merch, buy my art, or get a commission, or support me on Patreon.
Brooks, how about you?
How about me? No. Could you imagine though?
No.
What's cracking? It's your boy Brooks, also known as X. And if you'd like to see me do other interesting things, come back in 2 weeks. can't see me here because this is where I hang out. So I don't have a cool plug thing. Oh, you can also follow me on Twitter, Black Boy Fly. It's also on the beneath here, where I share super generalized information on movies I've seen. This week is Bad Boys for Life.
Nice.
Good times. And St. Guard, this is all your fault. I mean...
it's all my fault. Hi, everybody. My name is St. Guard. I'm a variety streamer, voice actor, and sometimes GM of tabletop role-playing games, like right now. You can follow me over on twitch.tv/St. Guard, where I stream video games, and sometimes GM prep, and sometimes game design. There's a lot of sometimes in there, but usually it's video games. We finished Sleeping Dogs today. So I got to figure out what I'm doing tomorrow. But yeah, you can also... We'll see. You can also follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Singarless, using with LY at the end. More importantly, though, hi, I'm the GM. Also, I am the designer of this game. So if you want to check that out, probably the best place to do it is to go to my Twitter. It's the pinned post. You can see all the things I've written for it. Or you can join my Discord, which I don't have a link to here, but if you ask me, you can probably get one. But yeah, I do that, and I do. I'm over on Party Wipe Games channel in Packet Lost, which is a Scum and Villainy actual play, in which I play Flashbulb and soon a new character, because Flashbulb is found out that she is the mother of an entire clone line. So, yeah, mother is probably not the best word. Progenitor of an entire clone line. So she's got a liberation movement to start.
Baby mama drama.
But yeah, this week you'll be able to see my new character, who I'm very excited about.
I am also very excited about this new character. Not gonna lie,
they are a wonderful disaster.
Yay!
I love disasters.
Yeah,
so
maybe I'll make them like Yunso.
That kind of disaster, huh? Okay.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see.
That's so cute.
Hello everyone, I am Kelsa. This is my channel. You can find me on Twitch and YouTube, Kelsa Delphi, on Twitch and YouTube, Kelsa Delphi. Twitter, it's just at Kelsa. I play role-playing games on the internet, besides playing Anna and Anzu here on Republic City by Night. I also am the GM over on Party Wipe Games on Thursdays of Packet Loss. Super love that game. Definitely looking forward to St. Guard's new character. I also play D&D on Tuesdays, where my character Bajko is going through a bit of an existential crisis. Don't worry about it. And on Sundays, I'm over on Outro's channel, where we are playing Mothership. And that is a different kind of space game, where I play a doctor and Outro is the GM. And bad things are probably going to happen. Then every other Monday on my channel, we have we're going to be going into a rotating string of streamed one-shots, but that's going to be pushed off for a few weeks because this Monday I'm going to be playing Twilight Imperium over on AP Gaming Reels channel. Twilight Imperium, if you are not aware, is a huge role-playing game of epic proportions. We're probably going to take 2 or 3 weeks of 3-hour chunks to play this game because it's pretty epic and massive.
It's a super long game.
It's why I've never played it.
A very long game. I love it very much, and I'm really looking forward to playing that starting Monday. So, thank you all for coming out. This has been really fun. I'm glad that we got to finish this.
Same.
It worked out real well. So,
yeah.
Thank you all again. Have a good night. And now I'm going to kick us over the splash screen and this lovely song by Drummer Boy.
Bye.
Toodle.